Hi. All right. I'm just gonna get right to it. The windy thing subsides, and clear skies prevail. You soar to the highest rung and rule over your echelon as the air transparent. Boondollars fly. Air. Cloud up. The clouds have returned. The fireflies are still trapped. Your spell remains unbroken. There's a commotion behind you. A nearby village, perhaps? John, enter village. Oof.
Did you see it? It was here. It was there after the windy thing.
See what?
Oh gosh, I can't think of the word. The big flat thing that's as wide as possible and up. The dark colored ceiling that clouds stay under.
You mean the sky?
Yes. It was so beautiful. I hope to witness its miracle again one day before the end of my sadly short amphibious lifespan.
Pick up serious business goggles. You re-equip the serious business goggles. Would have sucked if you lost these. Answer Vriska. John. Congratulations! For what? You mean that windy thing? Did I actually do that somehow? Yes, you did. And I suppose congratulations are in order for that too. But mostly I am congratulating you for gaining all the levels. Oh, right. I got to the top of my echelon ladder somehow. I didn't even really think it had a top, or that I would get there so fast. So I guess that's it then. Don't have to worry about leveling up anymore. That's pretty neat. Don't be ridiculous, John. While you may have technically gained all the levels just now, you did not truly gain all of them just yet. Okay, I feel like I skipped over that. There. No, I said it. Sorry about that. In a way, this is really just the beginning. It is? Yes. You are now ready to begin your ascent through the god tiers. Nobody I know was able to progress this far and anywhere near as fast as you, John. Not even me. Can't tell you how proud I am. Oh, wow, really? Okay, what do I do? The thing is, from this point on, you can't make any progress while you're awake. So you've got to get to sleep. But not just any boring old nap will do. You will need to go to sleep in a special bed. You must find your quest bed, John. That sounds pretty cool. Where is it? Not too far away. But rather than me telling you, why don't you talk to the locals and ask around? I've helped you get this far, but at some point you are going to have to start taking some steps all by yourself. I think you are ready for that. If you make the right decisions and play all your cards right, hell, you might even wind up at a higher tier than I did. I hope this turns out to be the case. I am rooting for you all the way. Now get going and find that bed. Okay, I will. Thanks a lot, Friska. Open Pixis. You got a mini tablet. That's the same bit, okay. Pure. That was quite a bluster, wouldn't you say?
It really has so whipping around here, our little legs flailing every which way.
You must be talking about the windy thing. Yeah. Sorry about that.
What would you have to be sorry about? A great surge of the breeze like that could only be summoned by the air. It means he's finally come. This is so exciting. Please let me know if you see him. Sure, our mushroom was cooked. The green tragedy nearly consumed us all.
The green tragedy? Oh, you mean the fire?
Yes, word has spread of the global catastrophe. Thousands of lives were lost. Luckily, the air saved us. I'm about to pop a big friendly bubble in his face if I am ever lucky enough to meet him.
Wow. Sounds like he's in for a treat. Open Pixis. You got a can of Tab! Oh yes, you've been dying to try this beverage for a long time. Perfect timing too, since you are in need of a good sugar kick. This can should be jam-packed full of real, actual sugar.
Ugh, blah. This stuff sucks.
John, put it back. Oh my god.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't wait for the air to visit our village. Hey, maybe he's here right now. Maybe if I blow my spit bubble big enough, it will catch the air's reflection and I will be able to bask in his magnificence. Wait, I see someone in my bubble's reflection right now. Could it be? Could it? Oh, never mind. It's just a dumb boy with some square glass shapes on his face.
Hey!
We must all come together and unify as a people after the terrible green tragedy. This harmonious union will mostly entail a lot of standing around and fidgeting hyperactively. Together.
Okay. That's the fork in the road. Open Pixis. You got one of your fake arms? Man, why do they have to rummage through your stuff and start mailing it all over the planet? Ooh. Hey, little fella. Where are your parents? Do salamanders even have parents? Oh, duh. Of course they do. I guess what I mean is, do you have a family or anything?
Club.
I already adopted one young salamander today, but then I left her at my friend's house, so I think I'll let you be. I don't know if I'm cut out to be that. I mean, I don't even really have a tie, or a pipe, or a really serious-looking wallet or anything. Thinking about it is making me miss my dad. Hey, I wonder if I'll see him when I sleep on my quest bed. I hope so. Anyway, thanks for listening. See you, little guy. You got more illegal contraband! Dude, this frog is so illegal. You better ditch this thing before a wily agent of Durst sees you with it.
Hey, you, don't go any further. The mushroom orchard has been commandeered by a frightening beast. It is terribly powerful, unlike any underling I have ever seen, at least not before the Green Tragedy. The devil is making it not impossible to farm our goddamn mushrooms. Oh, we are guarding the mushroom orchard. It is for your own good. Do not pass. Guard, guard, guard. We are an elite team of village guards guarding this orchard here. Together we represent an impenetrable edifice of amphibious fury. There is no way anyone is getting through. Public safety is assured.
Use the arrow keys to walk, spacebar to attack, hold spacebar to charge main. Interact with mouse.
Hi. No, I don't give a shit that there's a ridiculously powerful and deadly imp running around the orchard. Someone's got to be farming all these goddamn fucking mushrooms, pain in the ass though truly it be. That's what I'm doing. Standing around here, farming all these goddamn fucking mushrooms.
Oof. No. Oh, Jesus. That's way too much health. Get wrecked. Please don't kill me when it wears off. No. No. Oh, God. Where are you? There we go. Got it.
Bam.
What? What? Yo! What? Oh, that's so cool. What the fuck? I can be Jake. No, that's not Jake. That's Dave. Yeah, check it out. I didn't know about this. That's so fucking sick.
I thought the spell was broken there for a moment. The clouds went away and the fireflies were all buzzing around, acting disoriented. But then, the clouds came back. To be honest, I was a little relieved. I have grown fond of them, and if the fireflies were to escape from above, I would miss them dearly. They're really pretty, and they're my friends.
Aww.
Our village has the best snack stand in the land. It offers the juiciest bugs and most succulent onions. I'm so hungry, alas. I have not a single boondollar to pop my bubble with.
I've got loads of boondollars. Here, I will treat you to a nice lunch. The salamander got 100 boondollars.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, this is like a small fortune. I can finally afford to try that most sublime delicacy on the menu. But if I opt for that, I can afford nothing else that is tasty.
Yes, I guess having money leads to some complicated decisions. Oh well, enjoy.
All that commotion very nearly woke up the slumbering one, I think. That would have been dreadful. But he is still asleep. I am sure that only the air can wake him and break the spell over this land. It is said the air will wake the denizen by playing a magical song only he can play. And when he wakes up, the air will meet the terrible beast face to face. It is then that he will be offered the choice. The nature of the air's triumph depends on what he chooses. Then the air will lead us all to a beautiful place with the most bristling insect furrows and the richest, dampest mushroom soil you could ever hope to find. Or so the story goes. Probably a lot of bullshit if you ask me.
Open Pixis. You got a Smuppet. Great, just what you need. A pipe full of puppet ass. Nice.
Shh. Listen. Do you hear that? He is still asleep. Thank goodness. But when the windy thing was kicking up all that fuss, it sounded like he was not happy at all. It makes him absolutely furious when anyone other than him bends the breeze to his will. It is not pleasant for anybody. Luckily, there is only one person who can do that, and he is surely a mythical figure who only morons believe in.
Look inside.
Oh man, look at that dashing style. Rumpled head objects are all the rage these days. I would love to wear one, but I just don't have the money.
Well, I agree it is important to keep up with the fashions. Tell you what, I will give you some money for a hat so that you can be one of the coolest salamanders in town. Here you go. The salamander got 1,000 boondollars.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Thank you so much. I love my new rumpled head object, and I love you.
You're welcome. They both have hats.
I am the absolute pinnacle of fashionability. Marvel at the object upon my head, and admire the luster of its velveteen rumples. It was so expensive. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw. Hello, looking for a head object that is rumpled and unsightly? All of our head objects are rumpled and unsightly, fortunately.
Rumpled head object. Even rumplier head object. The rumpliest head object of all. These prices are exorbitant. I couldn't possibly afford these. Shop.
Snack vendor, welcome. Looking for something tasty today?
Cone of bugs, onion, tasty mushroom, jar of bugs, mushroom shake, big boy mushroom, grasshopper. I might be back for one of those. Let's see if there's anything else to spend money on first. Ah, yes.
Is this way to what we locals call the glow shape. It is above that thing that the heir will take his most important and legendary naps upon.
Oh, that must be my quest bed. I mean the heir's quest bed. I almost forgot I was being all sneaky and incognito here.
My response to that will simply be a singular, unintelligent, and unpunctuated glow. Glow.
Prey motifs. What will it be today? Feather cadence? Pneumatic progression? Breathless battaglia? Ivories in the fire? Mixolydian maelstrom? Fantasia's inhale? I can't afford a single one of these. Cone of bugs. You got a cone of bugs. I'm buying this playset. The rumpliest of them all. All the hats look the same. How can I tell which one is more rumpled? Okay. You have found your destination. What would you like to do? Proceed to quest bed. John, proceed to quest bed. Take legendary nap. Okay, I think I'm ready to take this legendary nap. And then climb the god tiers, I guess. Yes, exactly. Pretty exciting, isn't it? Yeah, maybe it is a little too exciting. What's that mean? I'm not sleepy at all. Also, this is not much of a bed, more like a really hard slab of rock. I don't see how I will be able to sleep. John, would you like me to put you to sleep? You mean you're asking me this time instead of just doing it? What happened to you wanting to be responsible for me becoming a hero? John, I am clearly involved in your rise to power now regardless. That can't be changed. I am giving you the option, because at some point a hero has to start making choices. Once you take a break from hunting treasure and stop getting distracted by side quests, you eventually realize that's what this game is all about. The choices you make affect the destiny of the universe you create, as well as the type of hero you become. It would have been nice if someone was around to explain all this to me and let me have some control over my own fate. I had to do this a much less pleasant way. I'm sparing you that indignity. Besides, it's not like you're some loser who doesn't know how to make tough decisions. So what'll it be, John? Well, I'm supposed to go to sleep to realize my destiny, and you have the ability to make me do that, so I don't really see the harm in that. It sounds like it is just the practical thing to do. Am I hearing a yes, John? Yes, that is my decision. Vriska, please put me to sleep. You got it. John, rise up. Oh, that's very loud. From 4/13/2009 to 12/16/2010. Day 612. Dave, Pastor Teresi. Okay.
What?
What do you mean, what?
I mean, what are you waiting for? Are you just going to stand there, or are you going to suck it up and assassinate that nice looking Dave in his sleep?
But you know if I'm going to or not. It's lame for you to pretend there's any element of suspense here. Why don't you just tell me?
Oh, I get it. You want to rise to the god tiers and become as great as John, while still forfeiting all your decisions and free will to a blind girl in another dimension. Real heroic, Dave. Or should I say, so cool.
Look, I don't mind making the decision if that's what's going on here, like doing the free will thing.
Oh, is that a thing now?
Yes, how would it ever stop being a thing? Being a thing's not something I'd ever stop doing. I just want to know what's really going on here before I decide to start chopping off the heads of outrageously good looking snoozing dudes.
I told you. You need to die on your quest bed to reach the god tier in Skya with John.
Okay, I know, but something about this doesn't add up. Who is this guy? I don't remember sleeping on this bed. Or reaching the god tier. I'm pretty sure that's something I'd remember. So, is he from the future? Does this mean later I'm going to have to put this ugly goddamn suit back on, which I thought we both agreed I'd retired from the wardrobe forever? And then go back in time and sleep in this bed and get killed by me right now? Do I have the stable loop right?
Nope,
Then what?
I can tell you. But first, are you so sure this is the source of your hesitation, Dave? Keeping track of temporal logistics?
Why wouldn't I be concerned about that? If we make mistakes, then dead Daves start piling up, and dead Daves are the enemy, remember? Says the sword-holding guy who's about to add one to the pile.
I'm just saying. It isn't easy for anyone to face their own death, even if the consequences are to their benefit. Not even any of us managed to do it. Well, except for one.
Who?
Take a wild guess.
Okay, got it. I wonder if this could finally be the one conversation that doesn't deteriorate into a lot of bitching and moaning about her.
Fine.
So, if I'm understanding this guy isn't from the future who came back to finish a loop, and he's not from the past because I'd remember doing this. So, this isn't a part of our timeline choreography at all, which must be from an offshoot timeline, which means he's doomed.
Yes,
Okay, so how did this happen? Where did we fuck up?
we didn't. Sorry about this, Dave. It was the best way I could think of to show you what this involves. You wouldn't stop bugging me about why you'd never be able to catch up with John. I told you you wouldn't be able to face your own death. And that wasn't good enough for you, so here we are.
What did you do?
Okay, remember when you were asking me about this God tier stuff? And how John was able to ascend? And I told you it would involve dying. And you kept going on about it, so I gave you a choice to find out now or to find out later.
Yeah, I remember. Seems like a long time ago already. What was that like? More than a day for me chronologically?
Yes, but it was only a couple minutes ago for me. You finally wore me down with all your recent pestering. So I said fine, and I went back a little earlier in your timeline to kick this off. So this is how we are doing this now.
Okay, but you didn't actually give me a choice, you just flipped a coin.
Yeah, and I left the decision over the outcome of the flip in your hands. Maybe you forgot. I wouldn't blame you since there has been a lot to keep track of, but here is how it went down. You were strutting around in your delicious Kiwi 8-ball suit and running your fresh mouth as usual. Derp yo, Terezi, sup. Gotta beat John, gotta beat John. He's got a long hood and he does wind. How can I get powers too? Oops, my red is how I talk, my bet. Oh my god. Dave, this is so decadent. Why didn't you ever tell me how amazing it is to type like this? I almost can't handle it.
Okay, stop. That shit is probably like crack to you. I'm not going to stand by and watch you fall prey to your own wild cherry apeshit apocalypse.
Okay. So anyway, I'm like, Dave, that's going to involve facing your own death. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but I don't think you're ready for this. So then Dave is like,
That's so stupid, blah, blah. I'm being difficult and cool, word up.
so I say fine. I will show you, but only if you promise to the exact terms of my arrangement in order to protect the integrity of the timeline.
The arrangement being the coin flip thing. Thank God we did that, otherwise we'd be screwed. I probably would have gone back in time and killed my own grandfather. Oh, wait, I never had one.
Ah, but it was important. You just didn't know what was going on, which was for your own good. I told you I was going to flip a coin, and before I did, I had you pick a side without telling me, good heads or bad heads. And you were like, hey, sure, Terezi, I will hella go along with your two-face thing. Whatever that means.
Oh, yeah.
Did that mean, by the way? What's a two-face thing?
Two-Face is a human Batman villain who's half ugly and flips coins all the time to make evil decisions.
Oh. Well, that's kind of disheartening. I sort of thought my coin flipping was a cool and unique thing.
It's okay, flipping coins for reasons is still pretty badass, I guess. Why don't you finish your story?
Back in time, wait for future. Go to sleep, back in time. Ah, shh, only dreams. Now what? Right, so the choice, if you recall, was I could show you how to reach the God tier now, or I could show you later, and you had to assign one option to good heads and the other option to bad heads. Whatever the result of the flip, you had to promise to do what you committed to beforehand. No cheating and changing your mind, or that would fuck it up.
Right, exactly. So, like I said before, I had no choice at all. I pick some options, and you flipped a coin.
Yes, but you're not but leaving the choice to you was important here. You'll see why if you think about it.
Not seeing it. Pick good heads to mean you'd show me now, and bad heads to mean you'd show me later. You said it came up bad heads, so I was like, okay, I can wait. And I did for like a whole day, and now here you are showing me. Did I miss something?
Yes, you forgot that there is also an offshoot reality in which you made just the opposite decision. That was the one where bad heads meant I would show you right away. Remember before the flip, I instructed you what to do, and I instructed you what to do in that event to go back in time and await further instruction, and you did. He did, that is. He went back in time, and I told him to find this bed and go to sleep. And then future Dave would come later and kill him, sending him to the god tier if he was so willed. If he could find the wherewithal to go through with it. The sleeping Dave is the doomed Dave, the one who didn't wait. The future Dave is you, the one who waited. In your quest, you're the Alpha Dave. He's you.
Dave, show in your stabs. Then this is kind of useless, isn't it? I thought you were bringing me back here to finish a stable time loop, not murder a guy you punked who's gonna die regardless. What's the fucking point of giving a doomed version of myself superpowers anyway?
Maybe he will stop being doomed after you kill him. Maybe he will get the Dave powers and live a long and cool life not being doomed anymore. How would you know unless you take a stab at it?
It's just the worst thing when you get morbid.
Nah.
Anyway, maybe, but I kind of doubt that's how it works. I mean, doomed means doomed, doesn't it? The loopholes are only temporary. Like, look how Dave's bite turned out.
Rest in peace, Mr. Orange Creamsicles. May he rest in deliciousness.
Am I wrong in guessing that? Shouldn't you know better than me?
Dave, when it comes to time stuff, why would I, the seer of mind, know better than the knight of time?
I don't know. What does being a seer of mind actually mean?
That is a great question. Maybe, if you think about it, you can figure it out for yourself.
Oh, okay. It's someone who asks a bunch of dumb riddles. I figured it out already.
Yeah, right.
Let's not get derailed here. We were talking about a serious issue, and I'm standing over my soon-to-be corpse while holding a fucking sword.
Okay, that is fair. You're probably correct about doomed Mr. Kiwi Suit there. Paradox Space is pretty vicious about punishing those in violation of its plan.
Punishing?
Sure, it finds ways to annihilate the paths which do not contribute constructively to its own propagation, and it is equally merciless to those who inhabit them, and in particular those who cause them. It appears to have a sense of justice, don't you think?
I guess.
Well, you asked what I thought, and that's what I think. The question remains, now what?
I don't know. None of this is making for a very persuasive argument that I should kill doomed me.
But he was going to die anyway. Why not just be the one to put him down? At the very least, you could make sure it is a pleasant demise instead of something nastier.
See, the shit you're doing now, this is the morbid shit I was talking about. It's not anywhere near as endearing as you probably think. Even when you bracket smile after it. Like, okay, you just said something fucked up, but hey, here's a cute face. My heart just fucking melted.
Dave, we both know my bracket smiles are irresistible.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I just got one back over totally. I think this whole thing was a ruse, and not even the funny kind that qualify as distractions. Sorry, distractions. I think you got my whole timeline there in front of you, and you know damn well I have no intention of killing this guy ever, and it's just a big game you set up to watch me squirm over weird mortality issues while you giggle.
Yeah. So?
So, I guess, well played? I don't know, just one question, and please drop your fucking justice riddles and be honest. Do I ever make the god tier? Like, the right way?
Very well, I will stop tormenting you, Dave. No, you don't. But that is not as bad as it sounds. Like I said, none of us made it. Except for... Okay, never mind. It wasn't necessary. We were already breezing through the game at our lower levels. By the time we reached the top of our echeladders and mastered our frame motifs, we were completely dominating. Okay, so the third... So the end boss was more challenging than we expected. By then, it was too late to go back and do anything about it, and we had an army of lethal psychic robots to help us. It all worked out in the end. Why do you think I had you buy all those frame motifs? Even if you're not quite where John is, you're still a pretty deadly weapon.
Okay, then cool. I guess I can live without wearing a sweet windsock hoodie and making time tornadoes or whatever. I was only bugging you about it because you were being so vague.
Yes, I know. I thought it was better to show you what was involved. It's one thing to say,
Sup, sup.
Terezi, help me be a god, sup, sup, sup. But facing it is different. Our race is not exactly uncomfortable in the proximity of death, but it was still a challenge we weren't prepared for. And then Jack killed our dream selves, and I guess we lost that chance for good.
Alright then, I guess that's enough of this horseshit. Time to move on, right? I guess that's enough of this horseshit. Time to move on, right?
Sure, if you really want to leave poor doomed Dave here to his own devices.
I don't even want to be around when he wakes up. It'll be weird and awkward.
I don't suppose I could talk you into putting him out of his misery based on the result of a coin flip.
No, fuck no. Put your fucking death coin away. Jesus, I'm forbidding you from ever flipping that coin again when you're talking to me or even thinking about me.
Fine. Wow, Dave, so touchy about a silly little coin. You're overestimating its relevance here anyway. In fact, after I flipped it, I didn't even look at the result.
Oh, what? You didn't?
Nope. Dave, why would a blind girl look at a coin she can't even see? It doesn't make sense.
That's fucking idiotic. You could smell a flea off a dog's balls.
Dave, see, this shit you're doing now, this is the gross shit I was talking about. It's not anywhere near as endearing as you think.
This is BS. So, okay, your coin flip of death was meaningless. Great to know. Is there anything else we need to do here? I sent you the money. I got all the frame motifs. Tell me what there is left besides you jerking me around. Probably time we chill out for a while and I get back in sync with my teammates.
Oh, yes, I know. You've got some work to do. I can take a hint and give you some space to do it. Jade is going to need your help on our nice frosted marshmallow planet.
Then I guess that's where I'll go.
And if you can find it in your cool kid heart not to stay mad at me, feel free to get in touch anytime.
Okay, I mean, I'm not even actually mad. I don't know. I still don't really get what you did. Was the trick really necessary? It sounds like the split off was a result of both possible decisions I could have made, and had fuck all to do with your coin or randomness or luck.
Exactly. See, you do get it.
Get what?
You asked what it means to be the seer of mind.
Yeah, and I obviously still don't know.
Okay, then I'll just ask this. How much of your reality do you think is made up of what's in your mind?
I don't know. Sounds like a riddle. Fuck it, I'll just say all of it. I mean, that's the answer, right?
Smartass. It is not a riddle. It is a serious question. There is a big difference, Dave. If you see what's in your mind clearly and understand the power of your thoughts have, then you understand reality while everyone else is running around confused and angry and upset. Because they think reality is something happening to them, rather than something they are making every moment with every thought.
Oh, okay.
How well do you know your mind, Dave?
Really well. I know it biblically. It's an obscene, not safe for work spectacle.
I don't know what that means, but I know it is probably a rude joke.
It means my skull is a bucket and my brain's a plump fuck grub.
Gross, Dave, is gross. But I knew that too. I know your mind better than you.
Oh, do you?
I am not psychic, but I have the sight seers are meant to have. It was my role to have. To talk to people and see the tunnels and vortices in their minds, and to understand the realities they would create if those thoughts lead to action. For my enemies, I was meant to bring about the inherent retribution flowing from the reality made by their own evil thoughts, and for my friends, to protect them from their tendency to underestimate the power their confusion has over their fate. To keep them out of trouble, Dave.
Is that what you were doing just now?
Maybe I was. You never know. Seers are notoriously cryptic in their ways.
Yeah, no fuck.
Anyway, it's been fun, Dave. It's been so fun because the more people try to hide, the more they show me. So I guess that's how I know I like you so much.
Man, you are just some kind of know it all, aren't you? What else do you know?
Mm, I know some very important things.
Like?
I know that you were onto something when you said luck wasn't involved with the coin flip.
Yeah, because you didn't even look. It was like Schrodinger's fucking coin, and then it turned into Schrodinger's fucking Dave.
Ricky Schrodinger?
Yeah.
Well, yes, that may be true, but even so, I do know that luck is a very real thing. Fortune is the essence of light, and it shines on those who mastered it. But I know something more important than this. It is a big secret. Maybe the biggest and most important secret of all.
What?
Luck doesn't actually matter.
This is it, Runt.
Here's your chance. Kiss her. Kiss that girl, you wimp. Ah, for crying out loud. You make me sad, Runt. Just shaking my head here. That's it. I can't take it anymore. I gotta stop playing games for girls. You're on your own, Runt.
Oh, now you want to kiss me? Little late, don't you think? Save your breath, Paige. I ain't dead just yet. Besides, plenty of time for that later. Hmm. Pick me up. Need to get somewhere fast. Are you ready to fly, pupa? Mm. I won't make you do it. This is up to you. Here's your chance. But do it fast, okay? Please don't make me bleed to death slowly. Thief. Why not take control? No! This is his decision. I know he can do it. Tavros, hurry up! Kill me! Kill me! Steal his will. It is what a thief does. End this. No! Do it, you coward! Kill me! 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 Dee Dee, switch 4. Take her out. You're making a mess, Junior. Finish her. What you waiting for? What are you? Some kind of wimp? Rise up, thief. Snowman, escape. The windy boy is dead. The tragedy is overwhelming. All hope is lost. Oh well, time to get out of this tin can. WV, escape. The door jams. Oh right, the station is out of power. You forgot about that. WV, examine treasure. Of course you still have your secret treasure, but it will almost certainly prove to be of no use to you in this dilemma whatsoever. It clearly serves no significant purpose, other than to be pretty, and to make your hand glowy. Back in the sleeve of your trusty knife it goes. Search for power source. Burp. Oh yeah, there's another thing you forgot about. You ate that delicious green nuclear rock earlier in the day, even though it feels like it was more than a year ago. Guess there's nothing to do but wait it out. Jade, prepare for imminent windfall. Ugh, there he goes again, bothering you. He is so impatient. Doesn't he realize how time consuming it is to prepare for the holidays? He's just going to have to hold his stupid, angry alien space horses. Wait, you almost forgot. It's still April. And nowhere near the holiday season. You guess all this wintry weather has tricked you into thinking it was. But wait, even that doesn't make any sense. Since it never snowed on your island and you were never able to connect it with the holiday season. Boy, are you confused. But you always wanted a white Christmas, and damn it, that is what you're going to have. Even though it's April, and even though you are giving all these presents to yourself, and even though Jesus Christ is no longer a relevant figure to celebrate on account of the annihilation of humanity. Oh, shut up, Karkat. Karkat cannot be conveyed in a more detailed portrait yet. He is too angry and is forced to look like shit. Maybe later if he can manage to calm down. Shit, let's be Santa. The Kringle fucker. Yes, perfect. It is the prettiest tree I have ever seen. Okay, I'm going to torrent you like another -billion artifact, Chris. Okay, great. Everything about that makes total sense. Yeah, and now draw the cocksuckiest boot you ever drew. Okay. Jade, draw cocksuck boot. -100. Is this conksucky enough? It's the conksuckiest piece of fucking shit that ever still somehow qualified as a boot. You just know immigrants were responsible. Well, I'm not even sure if I'm technically a US citizen. Yeah, see what I mean? Jade, deck halls. And the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature. Jade, alchemize. You've put a lot of thought into this, and you have some great ideas. But first, you would like to make something practical, something to keep you warm in this chilly weather. Jade, make earmuffs. 50,000 build grist. You combine Rose's headband with some sort of fluffy ball you drew? This isn't really working. Also, this pointless thing was absurdly expensive for some reason. Jade, just draw some earmuffs instead of the fluffy ball plus headband. 2 build grist. Earmuffs. You simply draw a pair of earmuffs and make them. Yay! Combine earmuffs and lunch top. You make the lunch muffs. 10 build grist, 100 build grist, 50 ruby, and 1 quartz. Or is that diamond? I can't remember. You make a pair of lunch muffs. Finally, an easy, hands-free computing solution that keeps your ears warm and looks amazing to boot. Jade, combine Johnny 5 and lunch top. You figure as long as you have the lunch top card handy, you might as well try to do something with this dumb Johnny 5 ghost image you accidentally made once. You don't even know what this robot's deal is. You've never seen this stupid movie. You make the Johnny top. 5,000 build grist, 2,500 ruby, 50 diamond, 5 chalk. Finally, a difficult-to-use hands-on computing solution that does nothing but roll around of his own accord while talking about his emotions and reading books fast. Finally! Jade, combine Iron Man armor and outfit. You decide to cut to the chase and do something that will have indisputably cool results. You go to one of the stairwell rooms and carefully observe the armor while you sketch it. You have secretly wondered whether your grandpa was actually Iron Man in his younger years. It would explain so many things, including why this armor is here. Iron Man suit and outfit equals the Iron Lass suit. 100,000 build crystal, 20,000 ruby, 10,000 sulfur, and 1,000 uranium. Wait a minute, that's 10,000 gold. My bad. No, that's sulfur. Whatever. It's one of those. You make the Iron Lass suit. It's quite stylish, but maybe a bit cumbersome for casual wear. Probably only good for special occasions. If you were going to adopt a new regular outfit, you'd prefer something a little comfier and less ostentatious and, if possible, less in flagrant violation of copyright laws. Jay, combine one of Grandpa's beauties and outfit. You sketch one of his silly sun-bleached blue lady portraits. He would be so proud. That and the outfit equals the dress of Eclectica. You make the dress of Eclectica. This is so much better. 8 cobalt. Combine Rose's crystal ball and magic cue ball. You lost your magic cue ball in the explosion, so you will have to draw it and hope your Modus knows what you're getting at. You've been dying to see its predictions, and you think you are onto something here. Sadly, the Modus interprets your circle as a boring and useless magic 8-ball. Oh well, you guess you'll do it anyway. Combine Rose's crystal ball and magic 8-ball. Transparent magic 8-ball. 8 tar, 1 diamond, 1 chalk. You make a transparent magic 8-ball. You can now see inside, and watch the dark water sloshing about in the cavity in the globe. The predictions seem kind of lame when you can see all the other possibilities tumbling around in there. Kind of makes the fortune feel irrelevant. Combine crystal ball and glasses. You make the Sooth specs. 2,000 build crystal, 20,000 diamond, and 200,000 amethyst. Now you can see everything, albeit through a dizzying fisheye filter. Combine Sooth specs and lunch top. Junior CompuSooth spectacles. 2,000 build grist, 20,000 quartz, 200,000 amethyst, 2 million ruby. You make the Junior CompuSooth spectacles. You can never have too many cool computers. Combine furry trophy, lunch top, and shirt/shoes. Trophy and lunch top or shirt/shoes. You grab one of your grandpa's softest trophies and use it to make a really stylish, warm, fuzzy squiddle jacket. You do the same thing to your shoes and create a matching pair of squiddle sneaks. The jacket and the shoes are also computers. You will never be caught without a computer. Ever. You are suddenly feeling more fashionable than any kid in Paradox Space. All of the style belongs to you. The only thing left to do is make yourself deadlier. Jade, combine Dave's Midnight Crew poster and rifle. You make a girl's best friend. 500,500 diamond. Pew pew pew. Combine Charles Dutton and Squiddle. You still have this Charles Dutton ghost image you accidentally made. You are not sure what to do with this gentleman, if anything. Oh well. When in doubt, squiddle it. 0 build grist. You made a Duddle. The The Duddle is weirding you out a little. You believe you will keep your distance from the Duddle. Sketch particle accelerator. You put the leering Duddle out of your mind and try to sketch one of the pieces of equipment from your destroyed room to the best of your recollection. Hopefully it works so you can try making something sweet. Combine rifle, iron lass suit, and particle accelerator. It worked! The result is a huge kick-ass proton can. Obviously, you can only wield this weapon in your iron lass suit. 10 billion build grist, 500 million uranium, and 1 quartz. Or you would if you were able to afford the thing. Dave turbo torrented you a lot of grist, but you don't have that much. Jade, combined mummy and MC poster and outfit. You made the Dead Shuffle dress. 40 tar, 40 ruby. 40 obsidian, 40 blood? I guess? That just kind of seems like the 4 suits of cards. You made the Dead Shuffle dress. While wearing this outfit, you almost feel as if you were ripped straight from the animes. Combine green sun bed sheets and girl's best friend. You make the Green Sun Street Sweeper. 1 million build, 1,000 emerald, 1 quartz. Aw, yeah. Okay, how about one more outfit? Outfits are the best, you think. Combine Dress of Eclectica, felt poster, and 8 ball. 8 tar, 1 emerald. You made the 3 in the morning dress. It is so fancy, you cannot imagine wearing it on anything other than super special occasions. Not to mention you'll freeze your ass off in this thing. Combine mecha, street sweeper, and iron suit. You still have this mecha ghost image you made a while ago, by accident as usual. Might as well throw a bunch of crazy shit together and see what sort of insane loot crops up. The suspense is almost too much. You make Johnny 5. God damn it. Motherfucker thinks he's alive. He's a tin can. Robots don't have feelings. Jade, combine Dutton and Sooth specs. You make the Dutton bubble goggles for 0 diamond? Or quartz? Whatever. 0 quartz. You can see into eternity. Forever. Okay, that's enough. Happy April 13th, 2009, everybody. And also Christmas 2010. All your computers light up at once as some douchebag starts hassling you. Whoever this douchebag might be. You will have to remember to keep most of these computers turned off. Jade, answer this douchebag. Ugh. Caligula's aquarium began trolling Garden Gnostic. Now that you're done making all that pointless rubbish, I've got something way more worth your while. Which one were you again? Wait, weren't you the guy who was always trying to hit on me? That could have been anyone. Let's not get distracted by your sad league of suitors and their flush desperations. I'm offering you the edge here, in your rivalry with the other female. Well, we've got the same abstractus, and I don't need this thing anymore, since I became more powerful than you could ever imagine as a mighty wizard of white science. So you might as well take it and settle your score with that awful witch. But I'm the witch. I'm the witch. I mean witch. Yeah, okay, the seer then, if you want to be dealing with technicalities. Rose? I do not have a score to settle with Rose. Why would you think that? Oh. Well, fuck. I suppose I was guessing it was natural to presume some such relation like that between the two of you. God, I hate him. Hate him so much. I think you are projecting your own attitude onto others. Just because you tend to hate and or hit on everyone you meet doesn't mean everyone else is that way. Rose just sent me a code for a crystal ball. She's my friend and is basically the best. Oh, I see. So she shared her magic secrets with you then. Probably a trap. I wouldn't trust her. She is a cunning and treacherous sort. Trust me, I know her type. Wait, do you have a thing for her too? Did she reject you or something? You are slinging around such a bloody mess of slander with these accusations. You wouldn't understand anyway. It's already been painfully established. You people can't get your shallow think pans under the majesty of our quadrants. If you must know what things between us were getting pretty bellicose, and I'm pretty sure I was waxing as obsidian. She was waxing as obsidian for me as a human got it in him to do. And if not for the interdimensional divide keeping us apart, I honestly don't think our rivalry could be ruin outright pitch. Uh-huh. But the thing is, I need a rival who can pose me a challenge. Oh, fuck you. And frankly, she's not even fit for holding my cape anymore. At this point, I find all her adorable black pixie dabblings to be prime kitty playtime shit. All of her fraudulent magics cannot come close to posing threat to my mastery over the truest sciences. And with my empiricist wand, I serve as the righteous hope that will incinerate delusion and the deluded alike. My holy fire is the white fury bled from the wrath-weary eyes of 50,000 non-fictional angels. And when they're finished weeping, they will bow before their prince. Wow, what are you talking about? So really, you should be honored to inherit my old calling, both my armaments and my feud. It'll be witch against witch, a real one versus an imposter. The faker one dies. Hey, look at that! Time for me to get going. Oh, will you just take the fucking gun already? No, I don't want it. It's a way more powerful weapon than any of that crap you made. It's a legendary relic without equal. More like a legendary piece of shit. You're being needlessly fucking stubborn about this. I am doing you a fucking favor here. Yes, but I don't like you very much, and I feel really icky about accepting a present from you. If you accept this, this'll be the last I'll ever be bothering you about anything, okay? Sigh. Fine. What? That's the code. Oh. Jade, make this legendary piece of shit. That's an interesting number. 16,777,215 build crest. 1 cobalt quartz? Blue quartz? I don't know what that is. Blue diamond? I'm gonna guess a blue diamond. Or sapphire. Could be a sapphire. Ahab's crosshairs. I have seen this before. How was that possible? It's a one-of-a-kind weapon plundered from an Alternian ghost ship. I am very sure it's the same rifle included with John's present. But bigger, of course. Probably a cheap imitation of the original. Kind of like that one there is. So there's your answer, woman. Stable time loops ahoy. Now we'll enjoy the utter fucking domination it affords. Yes, but I did not provide the weapons. My pen pal did. Who's that? The guy who helps me build the present. Who helps me build the present. We worked on it together, but he supplied the bunny's weapons. I'm pretty sure he's from the future. Why? Because he said he's my grandson. What the fuck is a grandson? Is that some kind of perverse human familial thing? Yes? Never mind, then your procreational biologistics make my fins curl in distaste. Oh no! Please don't tell anyone I told you about him. How could I let that slip to you of all people? Settle down, Jane. You're radically underestimating the amount of shit I don't give about this. I'll have you know this is the last time I'm planning on talking to any human. I got bigger ships to sink, and soon when I'm good and ready, me and my luminous fucking science stick have got a date with Jack Noir. And no, not that kind of date. Give me a little fucking credit. Wow, okay, I wasn't gonna say anything. Well, why is this matter so hush hush anyway? Anyway. He didn't want me to tell my friends who he really was. I guess maybe he was concerned about upsetting the timeline? I don't know. Well, maybe he didn't want to disrupt whatever disgusting piece of events what was responsible for his spawning in the first place. Maybe. I have wondered about that, assuming he is right. He was so nice. And it really did feel like I was talking to family. So I really don't think he was making it up. I couldn't help but try to imagine his presence. And more interestingly, his grandfather. I still wonder who it could be. Although I guess at this point, the options are pretty limited. Okay, I think I'm starting to feel ill talking about things making me fathom pink wigglers coming out of your own personal torso. So, change of fucking subject. That gun I just gave you is something of a hatch right to the kid. Happy I could play a role in your dirty, stinking lineage. Like an heirloom? I guess it could be. How do you even have those? If you don't have parents, how could you? No, we don't know our direct forebears, and I'm pretty sure any attempt to seek out or even inquire about the supplier of your genes would be a fine way to get yourself killed. But we got our lore, and it says we all got individual ancestors who contribute to most of our genes above and beyond what the grub slurry does. Ew. Oh, shut up. Anyway, a lot of us believe we were meant to trace the footsteps of those ancestors, even though we can never know them. And on that journey, we can come across belongings they once had because we were hatched to find them and finish their work. I kind of think that's why I found the gun in the first place, but now I'm forsaking it because fuck, I just found a better destiny than my old crappy one, which I never got any appreciation for anyway. Then maybe that is how this heirloom should work. Well, what do you mean? Well, I don't want to use it. Oh, well, man, come on. So I'll just dump it outside the house with the trash. And if it is fated to find my pen pal one day, then so be it. God damn it. It's like you people go out of your way to to think of how to disrespect me. Maybe you should have been nicer to me. In any case, I don't appreciate the spirit in which the gift was given, so this is what I think I will do. Eh, fine, so fuck it. What do I care? This has been a completely flippin' useless exchange, as have they all been with your species. And for the record, even though I said that stuff about being fated to find my gun, fate isn't real. It's a lot of fake fucking horse feathers. Now we'll go and be cleansed by the light of truth, purity, non-fakeness, hope, and above all, science. Guard Agnostics Johnny Top exploded. Jade, throw a legendary piece of shit outside with trash. Fucking 10 minutes. 10 hours, 25 minutes. 6 hours, 12 minutes. 5 hours, 12 minutes. Solix. 4 hours, 13 minutes. Solix. Answer Aradia. Apocalypse Arisen began trolling Twin Armageddons. Hi. Hi? I guess I should say something. Before I go.
Aradia, I am right glubbing here, like 2 feet away from you. If you want to say something to me, why don't you just turn to your left and say it? It's bad enough that you've hardly said two lousy words since you became that sweaty asshole smoochbot.
I know, but this is hard for me.
How is it hard? You are a tin can. Robots don't have feelings.
No, that's not true.
Okay then, what is it?
Sorry about everything. And all the bad luck you've had. You didn't deserve it. I have to go now.
What? Where are you going?
I'm not sure.
Cool, I guess?
Anyway, that's it.
Wait, you mean for good? Will I see you again?
I don't know that either. But I guess if you do, probably not with your eyes.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I think you'll be okay with it, though. I wish I could somehow make that emoticon smile. No, that looks stupid. Oh well. Apocalypse arisen, cease trolling twin Armageddons. Botsplode. Come on, buddy. Turn that all into an aw. Oh, wait. No, that looks stupid. Oh well. Doomed Dave. Wake up. 3 hours, 14 minutes. Doomed Dave. Pastor Terezi.
Well, that was apparently pointless. Now what? Hello? Terezi? What's up? Yeah. Doof.
Terezi. Abscond. Jade. Employ Junior CompuSooth spectagoggles. These things cost a fortune to make. They better do something awesome. And it turns out they do! The sophisticated computing technology merged with the crystal ball provides a simple way to see anything going on right now in the Insiposphere. How amazing is that? As the Witch of Space, you figure it's about time you got better acquainted with the full breadth of your domain, which is to say, all physical locations. Jade, view John. There he is, on the battlefield no less. That's a pretty cute outfit he's got on. You wonder what he did to make it. You also wonder why he's not answering your messages. Does he even have a computer on him? He should try to have more foresight and carry no less than 5 computers on him at all times, like a sensible person. Jade, view Rose. Oh. There she is. What is she doing on the lava planet? She seemed awfully preoccupied when you spoke with her moments ago, and she gave you the code for the crystal ball. You wonder who she could be talking to. Jade, view Dave. According to the spectagoggles, there are currently 13 Daves scattered around the Insiposphere, including Dave Sprite. That is an absolutely preposterous amount of Daves. You guess Dave Sprite is the one prototyped by his future self that John was telling you all about? Dave sure is a clever guy. Might as well have a look. View Dave Sprite. The goggles zero in on a pendant, which is covered in blood? Oh no! It seems that Dave is no longer too cool to have any dead family members. This is so sad. Hang on, the Dave count suddenly dropped from 13 to 12. Maybe one of them time traveled away? You hope it doesn't mean what you think it. View missing Dave. Oh no! Pastor a Dave. Garden Gnostic began pestering Turntech Godhead. Dave! Any Dave out there, please listen! This is the Dave out there, what's up? Dave, I just saw you, and you were dead. You were in a green suit and covered in blood. Oh, God, it was terrible. That was a future Dave. You have to make sure that doesn't happen.
It wasn't a future Dave. He was from a while ago.
Oh, I am confused.
Sorry you had to see that. But don't worry, it was just a doomed Dave. No big deal, really. I was swindled into splitting time paths along the way, and that guy got the dead end of the stick. I'll be fine.
Okay. I am still not sure I get that, but I guess I am relieved.
Yes, you are. Go ahead and be relieved.
Phew! There, I just was.
Nice.
So, how did that poor Dave die? Was it Jack?
Yeah, he's pretty much the guy in charge of raiding teleportation murders right now.
What about your, Oh, no, I don't even know if you know about this.
A what? My bro? Yeah, Jack killed him too.
Is it something you would like to talk about?
Not much to talk about. This is some pretty serious existence-threatening shit going down, and some people are going to die, I guess. Even crazy hard dudes like my bro / weird covert biological ghost dad.
Ghost Dad?
Yeah, Rosa too. I thought John filled you in on the ectobiology stuff.
Oh, yes, you mentioned something about it. I guess I didn't realize its full implications. But time was short when we talked.
Bottom line is we are all related slime-wise except you and me and him and Rose pairways respectively. It makes the shipping chart pretty simple. Here, hang on while I dig up that piece of shit Carcat made. Where the fuck did that thing go? Fuck it, never mind. Just imagine something ugly made by jackass. Just imagine something ugly made by a jackass.
Ugh, I forgot I still have to get back to him. It's like a big unpleasant chore hanging over my head.
I guess.
Anyway, Dave, I'm really sorry about your bro / dad. You were pretty close to him, right?
It was a pretty bizarre relationship by any standard. Fighting off wave after wave of face-pummicing puppet ass every day, always being on guard for stealth attacks in the middle of the night while getting up to go to the fucking bathroom. But I guess it all sort of amounted to some vague, unspoken semblance of kinship, if that's a thing. Like if honor among thieves is something, then let's call it camaraderie among ironic rapping roof ninjas, but thanks.
Sure.
I thought about taking a sword when I was there, but I couldn't really bring myself to try and pull it out. It was too weird.
Dave, we have to stop him.
What?
Jack? Jack! He shouldn't get away with this.
You think?
Yes! Why don't you stop jumping around through time like a maniac and stop being like 100 Daves all the time and come to my house and we can make a plan to kill him?
Well, I'd like to, but I'm still trapped in the chronologistics of this fucking one-man ballet. There are loops outstanding, and if I step out of line, you get to see more bloody Daves. I'm getting pretty sick of it, but I think it'll be over soon. Then I'll break out and ride linear for the rest of the way, I think. Once it's time to put the end game in motion. Till then, you're on your own for a while.
Oh.
Besides, we can't beat him. Look what you did to Bro and Dave Sprite together. I'm at the top of my etch ladder with all the Frey motifs, and I stand no chance. John's even better than that, even though he doesn't know it at the moment. And he stands no chance either. Only thing we can do is hold out until the scratch.
What is the scratch?
Guess I shouldn't really say, since you sort of lead the way in making that plan.
Really?
Yeah, well, suffice to say, if we can't beat him, all we can really do is exile him to a place where he can't teleport back, which hopefully buys us some time. To try and take out his power source in a crazy suicide mission.
So was that like a hint about what I'm supposed to do?
Kinda.
Well, maybe I'm just being naive, but a crazy suicide mission does not sound like an ideal situation to me. I don't know if we should rule it out.
Wait a minute.
Are you sure we can't beat him? I don't know if we should rule it out.
Well, you're about to do what you're about to do, and I'm not going to tell you not to. I won't do the bullshit troll thing and tell you what you're going to do and then just dare you not to, while knowing damn well you will anyway. So I'll just say what's next is up to you, and if later you want to talk about it, I'm here.
Okay, thanks, Dave. Do what you're about to do. You don't know what you're about to do, but you've got to do something.
You can't stand by and let that monster teleport murder people all day, and frankly, the suicide plan Dave mentioned sounds just plain stupid. There must be a better way. Think, imagination. You suddenly remember the idea your awkward fairy god troll proposed. Maybe you were too hard on him. He was just trying to be nice, and it was an honest mistake when he slaughtered your grandfather Ghost Dad with his own childhood flintlock pistol. Maybe you should give his plan another chance. Jade, Pastor Tavros. Garden Gnostic began pestering Adios Toreador. Hey, Tavros. I was thinking about your plan. About, communing with my Lucis? Maybe it's not a bad idea. Are you there? I guess you are off doing something else. Oh well, I hope you're doing okay. Talk to you later. Garden Gnostic ceased pestering Adios Toreador. You don't think you can afford to wait around for him. This leaves the only other plan you can think of. One of last resort. Maybe it's for the best anyway. Who better to trust for the job? You prepare a delicious meal to summon your loyal Lucis, you mean dog. Jade, go upstairs to laboratory. You enter the spooky old lab. You don't come here often. Huh? For a split second, you thought you saw something flash on the fenestrated wall there. Probably just your mind playing spooky tricks on you. You never had any idea what that thing was for. Jade, summon dog. Becquerel comes quickly at the promise of a radiated steak. He is such a good boy, and truly the best friend a girl could ever hope for. You're sure gonna miss him. Jade, say hello. Hello, Jade? Can you talk? Jade Sprite. Oh, good. I was starting to get worried there. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Elsewhere. While a timer counts down with no particular clock stepping forward to claim it. 2, 1. The most important character in Homestuck fondly regards the miracle of a new beginning. Lab. Drop. Drop. Bounce. Snowball. Ah. Oh, it comes to rest next to the stump? That's amazing. Lord English, reveal yourself. Behold. A.H., don't actually turn out to be Lord English. What, are you a fucking idiot? Of course I am not Lord English. How dumb would that even be? Jesus, this coat is huge. I'm swimming in this garish piece of shit. Would anybody fit in this thing? Maybe a pony. Named Maplehoof. A.H., disrobe. Why don't we cover this thing up? It'd be a real shame to spoil their little moment with this nonsense. That's better. Retire to study. I retire to my heavily processed photograph of Andrew Carnegie's study, painstakingly retrieved from a Google image search. Greet Ms. Paint. Ms. Paint, you are doing a wonderful job. Thank you. It was also very thoughtful of you to switch the layer mode of your coat of paint to the overlay setting so it would not obscure the details of Mr. Carnegie's lavish room. A.H., go check on Cal. That Ms. Paint is one classy Prospician lady. She is the model of grace and beauty. I am always a bit flustered in her presence, especially when she carries around her little pail like that. Whereas this lazy sack of crap here makes me sick to my stomach. Cal, God damn it. We were all supposed to dress up for this. It doesn't even look like you touched that nice suit I sewed for you, let alone swapped your eyes with those billiard balls and made them alternate rapidly. This insubordination is putting me in a foul mood. It's bad enough that I just had to take Falkor out behind the woodshed and blow his brains out after he caught the rabies. AH, pull up to the old Underwood. Got a lot of typing to do. Hope the ribbon holds up. I should probably bust out that shitty drawing of myself again so I can type as quickly as possible. Bust out shitty self-portrait. Whoops. Needs the felt dud. It needs the felt duds. Hang on. Apply duds. Awesome. Works for me. Begin typing. No. This is not nearly fast enough or jittery enough. Come on, I can do better than that. Let's go, dude. Recap it like you mean it. Recap 3. Oh, look at that. It's all invisible. Is this a long one? I don't think I'm going to do this one. I'll record it some other time as bonus content if someone really wants it. But for now, I'm going to pretend it's invisible. Ah, there we go. I will read this. Hold on a moment. I am receiving a phone call.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. It was a bill. Okay. I know, right? Ugh. Oh well. Jane contacts Tavros again to talk about the plan he proposed, but he is left to take on Vriska. She has only one idea left. She goes up to her grandpa's lab, summons Bexspray, and tosses in her dead dream self, which her grandpa had retrieved from the battlefield and stuffed many years ago. Bexspray becomes Jade Spray, but Dream Jade is not pleased by the transformation. She freaks out and releases the typical First Guardian pyrotechnics. The lab plummets, crushing the column and greenhouse below. It bounces away from the house, rolling into a large snowball and settling near a green stump. The two Jades sit in a state of dismay amidst the rubble of the lab, in the glow of a damaged fourth wall. As the clock ticks down to the critical event, the most important character in Homestuck sits and watches this pandemonium ensue. And then the second most character in Homestuck positions a shitty drawing of himself in front of a typewriter and writes this recap. I think this typewriter is running out of ribbon ink. Thank God, that white ink is such a pain in the ass to read. Almost as much as these recaps are to write. Highlighting all that white text crashed my browser. Sorry. Why don't we get back to what's happening on the other side of the coat? These poor girls are very upset and emotional. We kind of left them hanging. What happened? Oh, God. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Oh, no. Oh, God. What did I do? Jade? What's the matter? Why are you so sad? What did you do to me? I prototyped you and brought you back. Should I not have? No, you shouldn't have. This is overwhelming and awful. Oh no, it is? Yes, it's hard to describe what it's like, but it's too much for me. And the sun, it's way too big and bright, and I can't stop seeing it. It won't go away. Ah. That's terrible. I'm really sorry. I guess I did not think this through. Can't this be undone? I was happy where I was with my friends. I want to go back. I don't think that it can be undone. Ooh. Woof. Well, I don't know what to do. I really messed up. I feel so bad. I don't know what to do with myself either. I think I will just go somewhere else. I want to be alone. Where would you go? I don't know. I think I can travel anywhere now. But all I'd like to do is go back. I don't know if that's possible. I wonder if there's a way. But you can't. I mean, not just yet, please. Why? I know you are upset, Jade. But I did sort of bring you back for a reason. Why? Why would you do this? We need your help. Ooh. Well, all of us here, me and Dave and Rose and John. John! No, John! What is it now? John, poor John, I'd forgotten about him. What do you mean? How could you forget about John? It was so long ago. I put that sad memory behind me. After we died, I looked all over for him, but couldn't find him, and I was so lonely. But I finally got over it when I met my friends. And now they're gone too. But John didn't die. I saved him. You saved him. Don't you remember? You pushed him out of the way of Prospit's moon at the last minute, and he's okay now. Oh my god, Prospit. Oh no, Jade, please don't. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you making me remember? It was so beautiful and it was all destroyed before I even knew what was going on. So many nice people were killed. I know, Jade. I was there too. These are both our memories. And the Queen, did she survive? And her ring, I was protecting her ring. Oh no, what happened to it? Jade, please. I was just waiting for John to wake up. I was so sure it was going to be soon, and I was going to show him around Prospit. I had so many things planned and so many friends to introduce him to. He was my best friend, and I was looking forward to meeting him for so long. But then it all burned down, and everyone died, and the moon fell, and... Stop! You are going to make me cry too. Stop it! Sob. Whoa. Sob. I don't want to be here. I have to go back, but I don't know how. Can you help me? You want me to help you die again? Yes, I think that's what I would like. I can't take this. I wasn't ready to come back. Not like this. Wow. Okay, I know this is my fault. But that is a really hard thing to ask me to do. Even if it was possible the way you are now, I don't think I could go through with it. Okay, shh. Jade, listen. I never did tell you why I brought you back, and it may be that if you attempt what I wanted you to do in the first place... Oh, God, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you might end up getting what you want anyway. Because it was always going to be risky. What is it? Well, you remember the guy who destroyed Prospit? Oh, God. Oh, God. No. Shh. Anyway, he is the reason I brought you here. He has the same powers you have, making him unbeatable to us. But maybe not you. You could go find him and... You want me to fight him? Are you crazy? Do I look like I am ready to fight anybody? I just thought, as long as you're here, I can't fight anybody. Jade, I am scared and confused and sad, and I wouldn't even know how to begin fighting that horrible guy. I would be too afraid of him to even go find him. But I thought you wanted to die? You wouldn't go even if he could. No, I don't want him to kill me. You just don't understand. Jeez, you're right. I really don't. I said shush. Wow, Jade, I don't mean to be insensitive, but there is a lot at stake here. Woof. Don't change the subject. I mean, don't you remember what this was all about? What you were working for? What we were working for all those years before you died? Remember what we saw in the clouds, or what the Queen told us? How could you not remember John survived? We both saw him in a cloud. He was in his dream suit and awake, reading our letter. Didn't you think about that? So? What does it matter? It was all a lie, Jade. What we saw in the clouds and all that, none of it meant anything. What? How can you say that? It was a nice life, but everything we did led to nothing. John and I both died, and I eventually accepted that and moved on. John didn't die! Oh my god, this is so frustrating. I just told you he didn't. I knew I was kind of ditzy and forgetful of my dreams, but... Shh! Okay, geez. I just don't know what to think. I guess you are part of me, and you are who I was when I slept, but it makes me sad to think I would act like this. Act like what? I would like to think that even if I was sad and scared, if I was put in a position where everyone depended on me, I could put all those feelings aside and do what's right. But I don't know what's right. Yes, you do. Even though you don't want to be, you're here now, and there are still people who need you. There is still something worth fighting for. No, not for me, there isn't. There is nothing but death and sadness and destruction here. There's no hope, and I don't see anything worth fighting for. That is a horrible thing to say. I don't belong here anyway. Really, none of this is my business anymore, and I want to go home. Ah! That is so selfish! I can't believe this. How can you say these things? Don't you remember anything that the Queen told us? That we would eventually build a new world and make a future together with our friends? Don't you remember being excited about finding out what that meant? Yes, but it was just a story. It was never going to come true. Yes, it will! Some of us, the ones who still have hope, are fighting for that right now. How can you have such a negative outlook on absolutely everything? Shut up! Stop being such a damn crybaby. Really, we both had the exact same experiences, and look, I am managing to keep my head up, see? You don't even have the full picture either, because you checked out early. You didn't even have to stand by as Beck gave Jack his powers when you might have been able to stop that. You didn't have to watch as Jack became so strong he could appear anywhere and kill anyone you loved at any moment. You didn't have to see a Dave lying in his own blood. What? Dave? He died too? Oh, no. See... Oh... Boo. Hey! No! You're not allowed to cry about that because you didn't see it! That's the whole point! You are just looking for any excuse you can to be sad and useless, and it's starting to piss me off. No. No! Bad! No! For God's sake, will you shut up and pull yourself together? You are driving me crazy. I said pull yourself together, you goddamn blubbering pansy. Just shut up. Dry your crybaby eyes, stop being a coward, and go fight Jack Noir. Shut up! No, just... God damn it! Please! Just once! Shut the hell up! Shut! Fuck! Up! I know, right? These two fucking idiots. Jade, answer patron troll. Arsenogeneticist began trolling Garden Gnostic. Attention, Harley! Please stop weeping with and or beating the shit out of your self-prototype Lucis Sprite. Stop doing one of those things at least, long enough to answer me. Please. Pretty polite Earth, please. Who am I kidding? I'm wasting my time again. Carcat! Whoa! Fuck! You answered me. I don't believe it. Yes! I'm going crazy here. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually almost relieved to talk to you. What? You are? Or really anyone besides that lunatic. She is driving me nuts! Oh, yeah?
How so? Everything here appears to be proceeding rationally. What seems to be the problem?
Are you joking? Look at this mess.
Mess? Jade, now it sounds to me like you're the one who's joking. Your hive ball rolled down a beautiful winter hill and you are spending some quality time with family. You're going to have to fill me in on the nature of the problem.
Okay. I made the mistake of prototyping my dream self who's been dead for years. And she's completely crazy and there's no talking any sense into her.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Yes.
What?
As in, interesting. As in, how very, very fucking interesting indeed.
What are you getting at?
What do you mean, what am I getting at? I'm getting at whatever, interesting gets at. Please, go on. I'm listening to your problem.
Well, I mean, I understand why she is upset, but she is completely inconsolable and won't listen to reason about anything. And I guess I could deal with that, but the frustrating thing is that she's actually me. I really don't think that I would act like that.
Will you stop saying Okay, fine. What other sequence of letters would you have me use to register my profound fascination?
Fascination? What do you find so fascinating?
I'm just trying to understand. I'm being sensitive about it, instead of a raging fuck ass. Isn't that what you want? Yes, it is. If you don't believe me, just ask future you, assuming that conversation doesn't make you cry as well. Now tell me more about your feelings.
My feelings?
Yes, how did this make you feel?
Well, at first I was sad, because she made me remember all the sad things that just happened. But I'm trying to be strong about all that so we can keep moving forward, and if I can, then why can't she? But she just went on, and I started getting angry. Ugh, I have never been so angry in my life.
I said stop saying fucking What does that mean? Is that supposed to be someone with a halo and goofy teeth? Are you making fun of me? No, you're looking at it backwards.
Those are my horns. Oh. Oops.
Okay, so if I'm understanding you, you're angry at a version of yourself from a different point in time because she's being an overly emotional shithead who is basically the most revolting, self-loathing piece of filth you've ever met. Am I following?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not going to say again, but come on. Don't you find the situation to be just the slightest bit interesting? I mean, considering.
Considering what?
If I recall, it wasn't that long ago from either of our perspectives that you were ripping on me and my smug windbag future self for arguing with each other.
Oh, come on, this is nothing like that.
How is this not like that?
Because she's actually insane.
Oh, I see, and all those idiot past and future carcats weren't.
But those are you. I'm not her.
Oh, aren't you? You just said you were. I just heard you say that. So tell me, how is this even the slightest fucking bit different?
I don't know. It just...
Yes, go on. I'm really curious. How?
Oh my god. You're right. Oh my god, I'm getting another phone call. Jesus. So, then I guess... I'm a hypocrite.
Not really. It just means you're a sane, rational person, and there just might be hope for you yet.
Wait, so me arguing with my dead dream self and smacking her around while screaming at her makes me sane?
Yes! Absolutely! It means all your hideous flaws disgust you. You are right to be disgusted. It's more than most people can say for themselves. Really, congratulations are in order.
Wow, you are so weird.
Congratulations, in addition to just maybe an apology. Don't you think?
You want me to apologize?
For what? Calling you crazy for arguing with yourself? Would it really kill you to consider it?
After taking so much crap from you for all those years? No, forget it. I'm not apologizing. That is bullshit.
That green dog, Jade, is that you? You're sounding a bit hysterical. Maybe you should calm down.
Shut up.
Well, if you can manage to get your aneurysm under control, maybe you will realize I didn't actually specify to whom an apology was in order. Idiot.
What? Are you saying you want to apologize?
I guess. This apology was going to go down one way or another, so this might as well be the time. And let's face it, I was really being the worst kind of phlegm bubble blown out of a noisy, glistening ass, so I'm sorry. But to be fair, it was my past self who was giving you such a hard time, and he's completely deranged.
Okay, I appreciate the thought of an apology, but I don't know if it really counts if you are just going to pawn off responsibility on your past self again. Maybe your present self should own up to it.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He, being me right now, is owning up to what a fucking asshole past me was, and continues to be.
Lame.
Yes, I know, it's lame. Or I know that you think it's lame when I say shit like that, because remember, I have been talking to you from the future, and I know you don't cotton to my PCG, FCG stupidity. But see, you don't know that you know that yet. Or more specifically, you don't know that I know that you know that yet. So I'm kind of pulling a fast one here.
That is so ridiculous. Why don't you stop it with all this nonsense and own up to being terrible unequivocally?
Yeah, I'm going to. The thing is, I kind of misrepresented myself. I'm not as much of a scumbag as I was determined to make out with myself to be. Make myself out to be. I really don't know why I trolled you like that so persistently. For some reason, deep down, I just knew that I had to, even if it meant digging myself into a huge hole with you and everyone else that would be hard to climb out of. Like, practically everything I said was completely baseless because I didn't actually know you. Just like you didn't and still don't actually know me, but I guess I'm apologizing for it, like, really seriously now. I, present Carcat, in the current moment, apologize on behalf of my stupid past self, who is actually me. The guy talking right now. Like, there's no difference between those guys, okay?
Yes.
What?
Okay, Carcat, that sounds pretty sincere to me. And you're right, I don't actually know you. I just know the part of you who acted like a bully. I understand there can be more to a person than just the stuff they say when they're angry, so I will accept your apology and give you another chance.
Okay, great.
And I will apologize for calling you crazy. Obviously, I am not much in position to judge.
No, but you were right, I am crazy. But thanks anyway.
So, you say you've been talking to me from the future?
Yeah, making plans and whatnot, to pry ourselves mutually out of this massive Mobius double clusterfuck.
Okay, so what is the plan? I mean, why did you want me to contact you at this moment so badly?
Okay, well, the most immediate point of business is, you see that glowing blue screen behind you?
Yes?
You need to turn that fucking piece of shit off.
Okay, I can do that, but why? What does it do? It's been here my whole life and I could never figure it out.
I'm not going to say much about it, but suffice to say there are just some things you don't want to screw with. There are outcomes that are even worse than the complete annihilation of existence itself, forces more damaging to the integrity of the reality than those capable of turning imagination into pure void. They are forces which, if handled recklessly, will nullify the basic ability of intelligent beings in all real and hypothetical planes of existence to give a shit.
I don't think I'm following.
You don't have to follow. All you need to do is turn the thing off, and then do the next thing I was told to tell you to do.
You were told? By who?
By you!
Oh, future me?
Yes! You could be telling yourself this right now, but we're sort of working on a strict no memo policy, which is your idea, of course. Did I mention how you don't like it when we argue with our past future selves? Yeah, pretty sure I did. So I'm going along with the policy as best I can. I am being pleasant and agreeable, and I will gently lower a magnificent coruscating column of hot fuck you down the protein chute of anyone who says otherwise.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a pretty good policy to me.
You don't say! So anyway, because of that, my role at the moment is to act as a sort of go-between between you and your future self to help along with the process of making these plans. While your future self is deliberately vague about some stuff so as not to jinx the conception of the ideas in the first place, I guess. All while your currently self is necessarily kind of dumb about everything. Hey, sorry, okay, just kind of ignorant because stuff hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean. It's not all that straightforward for me either, but I'm used to this sort of idiocy by now. It's a lot better than the moronic reverse conversation with Egbert I trapped myself into. Meanwhile, time is kind of running out here where I am. We're counting down to something. There's something looming on the Trollian timeline and no one knows what it is, and my team is kind of falling apart. I'm completely losing track of everyone and what they're doing, so at this point I'm just going along with whatever there is to go along with, and that is you and your crazy future plans and Scratch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dave told me about that. What is it?
I don't fucking know. At one point I thought I did. I thought it was just whatever sent Jack here, but clearly it's not that simple. Aradia knew, but she didn't say, and then she went and goddamn exploded. You haven't told me either, because I'm not supposed to know yet. Whatever, I don't even care. Let's just do it.
Okay, then. What was the thing I told you to tell me to do? Right now, I mean.
Okay, don't ask me why, because I don't know that either, but that blue screen there? First, like I said, shut it off.
Okay, then what?
Then you need to draw it.
Draw it?
Yes!
And then?
Then nothing. That's it.
Examine fourth wall. You size up the arcane contraption. The blue flicker of the coat's lining is arresting. But you don't know it's a coat. That would only invite more questions. You don't know what it shields. Nor do you know whose shoulders it was meant to cover. If you knew that, if you even knew his name, you would understand terror no human ever has. You should really listen to Karkat and turn it off. If you start messing with it, I will seriously start fucking everything up. It would be irresponsible of both of us to let that happen. You suddenly wonder where Jade's brain went. You wonder that because I said you did. I know where she went, but I will not say. Not that you can hear a word I'm saying. The coat's too thick. Turn it off. Build a fort. WV. In your attempt to find an exit, you have pried some paneling off the walls. But you are no closer to discovering a means of escape, so you have resolved to build a fort instead. You feel safe and sound in the cozy confines of your wobbly station panel walls. This should allow you to relax and pass the time, while you wait for the only source of energy you are aware of to present itself. Serenity. Go get help. You have humored these antics long enough. It is time you slipped out the partially opened door to seek help, since your beloved master has clearly gone stark raving mad. WQ, advise Prospician Monarch. Your new queen is eager for your counsel. She wishes to know the royal itinerary she inherits. The itinerary for now is simple. She must wait for her fourth and final subject to arrive. The fifth exile, sleeping for centuries in the belly of the ruins, far beneath the desecrated idol once sharing its visage with the legendary Speaker of the Vast Croak. Soon the Writ Keeper will awaken and serve his new queen. It is then that her work may begin. She would like clarification on the nature of the work, which you are happy to provide. You explain that it is very simple. As the new queen, she will be charged with bringing the Slayer to justice and rebuilding her kingdom in a new land. Her Majesty is again overwhelmed. And again, you explain she will have help. She may appoint a Wastelandic Vindicator as her kingdom's hero, a warrior selected and groomed to face the Slayer with the weapon he protects. But first, there will be tidying up to do.
Explosives will be needed. If she were to appoint a brave armaments regent for her kingdom, he could be of assistance. Once the regent's task is complete, the queen must use the key to set the destination for her royal entourage. And soon, once all the pieces are in place, the vessels must be destroyed. Serenity, blink for help furiously. You interrupt whatever nonsense these silly people are planning with an extremely urgent message. Oh, Lord. I know it starts with help. Unfortunately, your simple message cannot seem to penetrate their thick carapaces. Oh my god. It's not penetrating my thick carapace right now either.
Help! My friend is stuck inside the big can, inside a small house he built. You must hurry. He is not very bright, and he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand it when I blink. Are you watching me? Oh, no, don't blink me. You don't understand blinking either. How do you people even exchange ideas without luminous rear ends?
AR, prepare to tidy up. You heard the new queen in town needs a powder monkey on the double. As the kingdom's new regent, whatever that is, you spring into action. Now this is something you can handle. Anything to take your mind off that terrible pointy head that fell on the illegal statue. Until you have to rig that one with bombs too, that is. WV, Dream. I will translate this myself. What, what a daring. What a daring dream. Alright, I'm just gonna. To combine the finest qualities of humanity with the elegance and nobility of the animal kingdom. How you wish you could know their world. Oh, that's the quote from Jade's bedroom about furries. To hear one night those muted paw pads traipse up your stairs.
A low but friendly growl unsettles your slumber, and as the sopor seeps from your eyes, they detect a sharp pair of ears cutting moonlight. A mysterious woven tongue invites. Wouldn't these ears suit you? Would not this proud long snout, assist you in the hunt? Hey, you! Just what do you think you're just what do you think you're planning on doing with that ring? Whatever it is. Oh crap. That's not yet. Red Miles. A weird bug approaches. Must be your lucky day. Hey, you! Just what do you think you're planning on doing with that ring? Whatever it is, forget it. The Slayer is mine. Now, wake up! I said, wake! Wake. Durst. Tavros, land already. 2 minutes, 41 seconds. 2 hours, 41 minutes. My bad. Dead. Oh. Kanaya, view Rose. You have already viewed this moment 100 times. It is no less confounding on your 101st. There is nothing otherwise unusual about the scene. A simple girl is understandably preoccupied by her handsome assortment of orbs, while surrounded by her ever-growing band of amphibious and reptilian acolytes. And then darkness. You have one lead in your investigation, but she hasn't been very helpful so far. Kanaya, contact future Jade. Grim Auxiliatrix began trolling Garden Gnostic. Are you feeling any more cooperative in this time frame? Password! I see. No, of course not. Please, I know you were talking to her shortly before. What did you say to her? I said password, fuck-ass! Wow. Whoops. Sorry. I've been having too many password arguments with Carcat, I guess. I still don't understand the password thing. Past you doesn't care about passwords. What happened? Well, it depends. Do you want to have a silly conversation or a serious conversation? Which is favorable? Both are. But a silly conversation mostly doesn't matter or make the timeline more confusing than it needs to be. So we can have one right now if you want. In fact, I would say it is coming dangerously close to being one already. But if it is a serious conversation you want, then I'm afraid I must demand a password. Can we discuss a serious issue in a silly manner? Nope. How am I supposed to know the password? Because I told you. I don't remember that. Exactly! I feel like I am trudging waist deep through a slither basin full of your human surprise noodles. Yum? I understand this silliness is currently permissible, but are serious questions about the password nonsense permissible as well? I suppose those are acceptable. Why are you demanding passwords from me and also apparently Carcat? To keep our conversations linear. I gave you a password at the end of our previous conversation. You have to give me that password to start our next conversation. This ensures that past you can't jump ahead into the conversation and mess everything up like you are trying to do now. I am not trying to do that. I know, but trust me, it's better this way. When will I get the password? I don't know. I have no idea what time you are from, but you will get it. I gave it to you some time ago at the end of our last conversation, and I've been eagerly awaiting your linear and unconfusing reply ever since. Bye, Kanaya. Garden Gnostic ceased being trolled by Grim Auxiliatrix. Kanaya, contact Past Jade. Grim Auxiliatrix began trolling Garden Gnostic. I'm appreciating our conversations from this time frame more and more. Past you is much less of a taskmaster than future you or pre-blackout Rose. Thanks, I think. What do you mean by pre-blackout Rose? I mean post-blackout Rose is a lot less difficult insofar as she is unavailable. Okay. But what do you mean by blackout? I guess you'll find out soon, and then report it to me under extremely specific circumstances, which is good because I sure don't know. Yes, and that face is a good response. Your eyes are right to be swirled letters. What are you doing? I'm doing what you told me to do. I'm getting Dave to set up that expensive equipment so I can start doing all that Witch of Spacey stuff you were telling me about, which I appreciate since my sprite turned out to be sad and useless and not very wise at all. I see. Well, I didn't actually tell you to. I was just being informative. Also, it isn't technically Witch of Spacey stuff. I was a sylph, not a witch. Oh, what is a sylph? I think it's sort of like a witch, but more magical. A magical witch? Yes, I'm completely certain of that suddenly. That's awesome. But regardless, I think our roles are approximately the same since we are both stokers of the forge, as well as holders of breeding duties. However, I should clarify that my earlier counsel was mostly academic. It takes weeks to do all of it properly. You won't have time. Breeding duties? Yeah. Uh, please tell me that doesn't involve what it sounds like. What does it sound like? It sounds like it involves a lot of breeding. Well, it does, but not breeding through means typical of most species. Oh, does the equipment we are deploying have anything to do with it? It has a lot to do with it. It is cloning equipment, much like what is scattered all over the Vale, the same kind responsible for creating all of us. Okay, then, that's pretty neat. I didn't mean to alarm you by implying you were required to wage a great deal of personal procreation over a span of several weeks. Yeah, phew. Though it should be clear that repopulation is among our duties as well in the long term, and I've gathered that the cloning apparatus in the Vale is probably meant to permit an initial boost on the world we select for settlement. But beyond that, it is up to the descendants to perpetuate the race. And your species has quite an advantage in this respect. How so? Your procreation may be carried out by paired individuals autonomously, whereas ours may not, which is what makes my role particularly important. What is your role? I'm the keeper of the matriorb. It is an egg that will hatch a new mother grub. She alone will be responsible for bearing our young. Whoa, cool! So you are like bugs, like bees or ants or such, but with horns. I guess so. And you are like erect livestock, without the muscle definition, or the hermaphroditic physiology for that matter. But milk producers nonetheless. That rare kind of organism to nurture hatchless young within. Are you not? Uh, yes. You got the auxiliatrix key. Anyway, I had imagined I would hatch the new grub on a planet in your universe, and when that became impossible, I quickly lost hope. I assumed it would remain locked in its card forever, which could only be opened when the orb was meant to be used. But then I found something quite unexpected when I was exploring the slab. I found a key. It was deep in the meteor, and as I suspected, it released the orb, which was really confusing to me for a while until I realized what it meant, which is so obvious I'm amazed I didn't think of it right away. What? It means I am supposed to use it now, to hatch the grub in the heart of this meteor. You think so? Sure. There is no reason a meteor couldn't act as the center of our race's resurrection. They are like themselves like large seeds after all. The only question is whether we can manage to keep it from being destroyed, as well as whether I am able to raise a mother grub to maturity. Oh, wow, that thought is actually pretty overwhelming. I think you can do it. You do? Yes. Didn't you say your Lucis was a grub? Yes, she was in fact a mother grub, who relinquished her calling as matriarch to raise me. That's perfect. If you were raised by a mother grub, then you are in a great position to raise one yourself. It is like a sort of family legacy. A really cool alien family legacy. Okay, thanks for saying so. That was weird. Don't mention it. So, how does this cloning stuff work? It's very involved. Like I said, you won't have time. In fact, it probably should have taken considerably longer than it took me. I was a little rushed. I want to try anyway. If you can hold out hope for rebuilding your race in the center of a meteor, then I think I can at least try to get a little cloning done with the time I have left. Yes, you're right. I can't imagine how you can complete the objective in the time given. But weirder things have happened, I think. First, deploy the pad. Yes, Dave is doing that at the top of this ridiculous tower. Why all the way up there? Didn't you say it needed to be in a warm place? Yes, that's right. My house is freezing now. It ran on geothermal power before, and I guess there's no heat anywhere inside this planet. That will probably change if you light the forge, but one thing at a time, I guess. Yes, I would like to hear about that later. But yeah, the weather seems just fine out here in the medium. Let's see how Dave is doing. Dave, deploy cloning apparatus. Jade, examine. It's so small. That's the appropriate size for the equipment. But clone babies can barely even fit on that thing. Babies? What? I mean young humans, that we milk producers nurture hatchless within? Yes, I know. I didn't mean to suggest your breeding duties involved cloning humans. Repopulation is not what's happening here. It's not your objective as the Witch of Space. Not yet, anyway. Then what is the objective? What am I breeding? Frogs. Oh, sorry, I thought that was obvious. I can't get over how tiny this thing is. It is so cute. So the baby frogs show up on this pad here? Yes. I can't wait to try it. What are you laughing at there? Oh, Dave just has a lot of funny stuff to say about all this. What is he saying? What is he saying? Oh, a bunch of silly stuff. There's too much to copy-paste. Here, I'll save it all as a file and send it to you. Garden Gnostic sent Grim Auxiliatrix the file Dave is a funny guy.txt. Okay, I'm laughing pretty hard at all that. Alright, how do I get started? He will need to deploy the terminal. Then you can start hunting for frogs to purify from around your world. Dave, deploy terminal. Okay, here's a frog on the screen. Oh no, is it trapped in ice? I would conjecture that most of them are, and will stay that way until the forge is brought to life. I think the event is designed to trigger drastic planetary upheaval wherever the forge is stationed. It did on my planet as well. Was your planet covered in ice too? No, mostly water. Cool! Anyway, I will try to rescue this frog. So I push a button to purify it? Yes, it probably won't do any good, but you can try. Okay. Jade, a purify frog. Oh god, it is still a frogsicle. This will not do. The problem isn't that the frog is still frozen. The problem is that you were able to purify it at all. Ectobiology is based entirely on your inability to purify a subject. I don't understand, but I am intrigued. If that frog were destined to do something else, such as become ensnared in your net later, you would not be able to purify it because that would cause a paradox. So instead you would purify its slime imprint. The paradox slime is what's important here. You can mix it with the slime from other paradoxically purified frog imprints, study the genes, and selectively combine, and then create resulting paradox clones. Okay, that makes sense, I think. How can I purify some frog slime? First, you will need to direct the terminal to another frog. And then, you must be sure later to interfere with that frog in some way. For instance, by planning to venture out to capture that exact frog, as I suggested earlier. That way, it will be impossible to purify the frog before your interference has taken place. Only its slime will arrive. So it is like a sort of backwards frog breeding? Clone first, catch later? Yes. Search for a new frog. Okay, I will try this. Look at this handsome guy here, hiding in the woods and being sneaky. He looks frozen solid too. If I go to bother him later, that means if I try to take him now, I will only get slime, right? Yes, that should work. Make a note of the coordinates. When you travel to interact with your clone subjects, you are also taking the opportunity to explore and discover new habitats, as well as new species of frogs for your terminal to track. It's efficient to go adventuring in this fashion while you are waiting for your young clones to mature. That sounds like fun! Yes, it's a lot of fun. It is also extremely time consuming. Unlike some purifiers in the Vale, this one is locked to the present moment. You cannot use it as a window into the future or past, and isolate frogs whose futures are certain and therefore most paradoxifiable. Means of expedition are limited. I suppose you could use time travel to accelerate the process, but you would need to establish weeks' worth of stable time loops. I think it would be an overly elaborate and dangerous undertaking personally, and anyone who would attempt such a thing is reckless. I wouldn't advise it. Okay, hang on while I clone this fella. Clone frog. Yay! You'll need somewhere to keep them while they grow, like a pool or a tank or such. At least something temporary. Water wasn't very hard for me to come by, but for you, I don't know. I will think of something. I won't let the poor little guy suffocate. Give him a home. So I am supposed to wait for him to grow up and then breed him with other frog paradox clones? Yes, but this isn't all there is to the cloning process. A true paradox clone is an exact genetic duplicate of the subject. Later, that clone will be sent back in time to become itself. In fact, if it is an exact duplicate, this is guaranteed to happen. This is what classifies it as a paradox clone. Any duplicate which genetically deviates from the original is not. It is simply a mutant, and for breeding purposes, mutation is desirable. Within reason, you may adjust the settings on the equipment to promote genetic anomalies. But it's very delicate, and you can go too far. Responsibly guiding the evolution of the genetic code during the breeding process is very important. In fact, it is the most important thing about this of all. It is? Yes. Huh. So what is the actual purpose of all this breeding? Am I trying to make one really special frog with just the right genetic code or something? Sort of like the ultimate frog? Actually, yes. That's exactly what you're doing. Oh! Your objective is to breed the Genesis frog. Why? You can't complete the game without doing so. Your entire mission depends on breeding him. Him? So he is a boy frog? Yes. He will begin as a tadpole like you have there, but considerably bigger, and he will mature to become the Speaker, a deity-like figure idolized by the consorts who wait for him to come. The Speaker? He's known as the Speaker of the Vast Croak. Croak. Yes, the croak really is quite vast and something to behold. It's the most amazing thing I have seen. Then the speaker is like a god, but there are a lot of them? Like one for each session, kind of like the kings and queens? Yes, there will be one for every session should the players be successful, and each one is a unique product of their quest. The kingdoms are at odds over his creation. Durs reviles him and outlaws frogs wherever they can, even the iconography. Their agents mock his name with slurs, like Speaker of the Vast Joke, or Bilious Slick. Bilious Slick? I always do that. Although, to be honest, that is what we ended up calling him. Not to be disrespectful, though, it was just a catchier name. It is pretty catchy. If I call him that, I will be sure to say I mean no offense. I doubt it's even possible to offend him. That's good. Okay, then what? What do we do after I make this big god froggy? Does it have something to do with the new joke, with the new universe we made? Most certainly. You said he was a Genesis frog. Does that mean we bring him into the universe and he makes new planets or life or such? No, you're not really understanding the magnitude of his role. He is not responsible for just one aspect of the universe you create, he's responsible for all of them. Billy Slick is your universe. Really? I don't mean he's the universe you are from. We engineered that incarnation. He is the universe that you are trying to create. Yes, I got that. Sorry, I thought it was obvious, but then wasn't sure. You mean he is literally a universe? Yes, literally. That statement was as literal as you can possibly make words be. I know your species is frequently insincere for a variety of reasons. But your species is too. Especially Carcat, he's incredibly sarcastic. That's true, but when we do it, it's usually just because we are trying to be jerks, rather than by way of a mild manner perpetually dispatching little puzzles of rhetoric without apparent purpose. But I don't do that. I try to state what I mean as much as I can. Yes, I think I've been discerning that. It's a nice change of pace. From what? Oh, it's not important. You mean from Rose? Well, not that it wasn't an enjoyable exercise in xenocultural inoculation. Inculcation. A xenocultural inculcation. Yeah, Rose and Dave are like that all the time. They inculcate that stuff like crazy. So you have been talking to her a lot, I guess? Sort of. Are you best friends now? I guess as mutually friendly as the time has permitted two people to be. I won't be speaking to her any more, though. Why? Oh, yeah, because you said she's blacked out? What the heck does that mean? It just means in a few moments from your perspective, I won't be able to see her through my viewport or talk to her. I don't know why exactly, but it's not that hard to guess. She has been relying on the powers and counsel of dark gods and other sources of ambiguous intent, and she has consequently devised a plan which sounds very dangerous to me. Yeah, I didn't like the sound of her plan either. You are more sensible. It's probably the influence Skaya has had on you, having spent most of your life awake on Prospit. Like me. You did? If we're alike in some ways, maybe it's because of this. Yeah. I woke up a long time ago. I had trouble sleeping when I was young. The sunlight was unnaturally invigorating to me, I guess. My Lucis could do nothing to help, and when I was supposed to be in my cocoon, I would often wander out into the desert, where one day I was invited by a stranger who dressed and spoke in white. He put me to sleep, and I awoke on Prospit, where I have dreamed ever since. He said he was my guardian. Although he visited rarely, I did regard him as that. Then later he stopped coming. In time I began to believe he was a figment of my mind, like an imaginary friend to give reassurance when I needed it. But then while playing our game I learned he was real. He had spoken to others from our party, and he had been manipulating us all to advance his schemes. It was saddening to learn my fortuitous awakening had been the product of a nefarious ploy. You're lucky that your awakening probably had no such entanglements. Geez, I hope not. But I guess it's only a minor contamination of something otherwise great. I was allowed to see what Skaya would show me, to prepare for dangers ahead and try to protect people. Me too. Wow, Kanaya, I did not realize how much we had in common. You're right, we do. I feel a little silly that it took me so long to engage with the one corresponding closely with my role. It must be a certain madness I'm afflicted by, to orbit those more reckless and dangerous than I, and more daring for it. I guess I want to help them, but they never can be helped, it seems. Well, it sounds like helping people is something that is in your nature. I can understand that. Are you saying Rose is reckless and dangerous? Yes, definitely. We have our share of dangerous players who seem to do nothing but cause problems. I believe she is yours. And if her insane plan wasn't alarming enough, she has been communicating with the stranger I mentioned. And unsurprisingly, she has not been forthright about the nature of their conversations. You mean your guardian? Yes, and he's not merely a guardian. I'm very sure he is a first guardian, like your Lucis was. Uh-oh. I'm not sure why, but the sound of that makes me really nervous. I feel the same way about it. The involvement of any such entity strikes me as quite inauspicious, even when seemingly benign. She didn't mention anything about this when we talked, but then she seemed preoccupied. She was. You'll have a chance to determine more soon, after which hopefully you can tell me. Yeah, I will. In the meantime, I will go. I would like to return to the core to situate this orb. It seems you have your own orb to care for now. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, you could go do that, and I guess I will check on Rose. But, there's still so much I want to know. I want to know more about stoking the forge and breeding the frogs, and about your time on Prospect and all that. Okay, I will definitely help you as much as I can. The young Prospect Wakers ought to stick together. Yes! I'll message you again in your future, and you may reply if you have cause to. If I have cause to? Oh, that reminds me. I was thinking of implementing a system to keep some of these confusing conversations simple and linear. Does it by any chance have to do with passwords? Yeah, I guess someone told you? Yes, you. You delivered news of the system by demanding a password from me. You see? You nearly just gave me the idea for the plan in the first place, paradoxically from my own future self. I just find that kind of thing annoying for some reason. It doesn't feel right. I would rather ideas came from the place they actually came from. That's a reasonable attitude. Okay, let's put the system in place, starting now. I will give you a password, and you give it to me in the future when you want to pick up this conversation again. Okay. The password is Croak. It must be in all caps and must contain precisely 10 O's. 10. I'm counting 11. Whoops! 11 then. The password system is already paying overwhelming dividends of ease and rationality. Kanaya, that sounded just a wee bit sarcastic. Oh, wow, yeah. I hope I'm not falling prey to a crisis of sincerity. You are just becoming multicultural, that's all. I think I am learning to be more multicultural through Carcat as well. It mostly involves saying fuck a lot. Oh, no. It's okay. He's really not so bad. Yeah, I know. Okay, go hatch that orb. I will be waiting. Yes, I'll do that. Bye, Jade. Later. Grim Auxiliatrix ceased trolling Garden Gnostic. Kanaya, return to the core. Take. You got the Matriorb. Examine Dragon Suit. Terezi's ridiculous cosplay getup. You feel kind of bad for mocking her for it. Just one of many exhibits of boorish behavior you should probably apologize for. That is, if you're presently Carcat while examining this item. If you aren't, those thoughts are not relevant to you. You decided not to program contingencies for examining this item with different characters because that would have been a waste of time. Examine Teapot. Nepeta has left her steeping pot of flavorful chamomile. Kemyamile, untouched. She is gone too. Another perplexing mystery. Examine Unireal Air. It's sad seeing Unireal Air lying here without Gamzee around to neglect it while people trip over it. It's almost a little poignant. Like seeing a toppled tricycle in the yard of a missing child. Oops, you mean a toppled three-wheel device in the long ring of a cold wiggler. It doesn't get more tragic than that. Examine Robo Debris. The final Irradiabot exploded an hour ago. She is dead for good now, you guess. Or is she? Yes, she is. You are completely certain of it. Examine Fago. Gamzee left perfectly good, lukewarm bottles of wicked elixir lying around. There is something so wrong about this. You think about taking a robust swig, but then you come to your senses, and don't. Examine Broken Bow. You have seen many sad things on your adventure, but watching Equius practice archery may be the saddest thing of all. Examine Host Plush. You really hope he stops playing games for girls soon. For good. One way or another. Examine Broken 8-Ball. Bad break. Just another member of your team unaccounted for. Where the hell is she? Oh well, at least she's out of everybody's hair for a while. She's probably off swooning over that shitty, greasy human movie star. And being generally harmless. Examine Tinkerbell plush. Dear Tinkerbell. Sweet, sweet, precious Tinkerbell. Tavros loved this memorial plush sewn for him so much. Seeing it here on the floor would be especially poignant if he were dead. But you know for a fact that he is alive and well, so it's all good. Talk to Feferi and Solix. Relaxing in the horn pile, I see. Yes! Why don't you hop in too, Kanaya? There is plenty of space. Solix and I are glubbing about feelings. That sounds nice. But it really doesn't look like there is much room in that pile of horns at all, and I should get going anyway. Yeah, of course there's room. There's no room. It was kind of a moronic invitation, to be honest. Hey, shut your mopey blowhole! I was just showing a little basic courtesy. Oh god, basic. Really, you are just the grouchiest dude sometimes. And it's really cute. Also, let's get this real. This horn pile isn't comfortable at all. I've got hard metal edges jabbing me everywhere, and it's lumpy as hell. You can't move a fucking inch without honking the shit out of it and making everyone in the room look at you. What idiot thought this was the ideal thing to chill out on? Oh, that's right, a brain-dead clown who eats toxic slime. You probably like it because it's like a coral reef or some horrible, jagged underwater pile of shit like that. Grouchy mother glubber. Okay, I will leave you be. Kanaya, I see that look on your face. You are curious, but are nervous about meddling. Am I right? FF, come on. We're having a private conversation here. It's okay, really. We were sharing some feelings about stuff. Solix was feeling bummed out because Aradia blew up, and she was his very close friend. Holy shit, yes, let's talk about all my problems openly. I love that. Hey, KK, check this out. My emotions are serving as entertainment again. Yeah! Hey, Carcab, get your nubs over here. Plenty of room in the pile. OMG, that was such an obscene gesture he just made. Oh.
Anyway, yeah, now that AA is gone forever, I feel more depressed and useless than usual. And it was already pretty goddamn useless to begin with, let's face it.
But I have it on good authority that she is fine. Everything is going to go swimmingly. You'll see.
You are so ridiculously optimistic. It is kind of sickening. Why do you even put up with me? If you weren't so great, I would think you were a fucking idiot for liking me. So, I guess thanks for liking me? Wait, that sounded so pathetic. Oh god, I should probably take that back. Kanaya, what the fuck are you still doing here? God damn it, I can't get a little glubbing privacy with a fifth girl and a pile of porn.
Answer. You have no interest in talking to this con artist right now. You are busy, and you won't even bother dignifying his text by highlighting it. Maybe a little later. This one has been decapitated for some reason. Weird. And gross. Examine Scalenate. Why, Duke Pinesnort. It seems your lovely green complexion has turned to blue as each past treachery has tightened your noose a little more. Worry not. It will all be over soon as you are stuffed in your sarcophagus and given a funeral fit not for a nobleman, but a lowly beggar. Let that be a lesson to your family, who is also executed in the name of justice. Examine drawing tablet. What have we here? Looks like there's a half-finished comic on this thing. Some kind of cool kid and a girl with red glasses? What are they doing there together? Yeah, maybe you shouldn't snoop on her cool kid fanfic. It's probably private. Talk about Terezi. What was that about?
I don't know, I guess I fucked up again. I can't seem to do anything right in her eyes anymore. I mean, nose.
Maybe you should go say something to her.
Well, I would, but she's probably burrowed fuck deep in this lab by now. I'm sure she's busy scooting up and down stairs and shooshing through pointless corridors and opening chests containing like 3 boondollars and hideous paintings of enormous, naked barnyard monsters. What is it with all the chests anyway? Why do we keep squirreling our useless shit away in them? I really should have written a memo about this, like the rules of chesticate.
Squirreling?
Squirrel is the human word for nut creature.
Oh. Well, I think the chests are fun. They make for nice surprises.
Whatever. Anyway, I can't leave. If you haven't noticed, the team has been falling apart here ever since Aradia exploded for no reason, and therefore presumably died forever. Seriously, where the hell is everybody? Where's Gamzee? Shit isn't right. I've got to stay put here and keep it together.
Okay then. If I see her along my way, I'll let her know you want to talk. If you don't think that's too meddlesome of me.
No, that's fine. Thanks. Wait. You're going somewhere?
I'm returning to the core to deposit the matriarch. Wish me luck.
Whoa, what the fuck? I mean, that's great, if that's what you want to do with it, but you can't go. I need you here. Look around, shit is mayhem.
I'll only be gone for a few minutes. Anyway, you're doing a good job, and I think you can manage to cope with my momentary absence.
Okay, fine. In that case, good luck. Hope it works.
Thanks.
Transport items. Nope. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Fuck, I fucked up. God damn it. I hate that asshole so much. Okay. Whatever. I read all of that other stuff. Be Carcat. Talk about Jade. It sounds like you've been talking to the Jade human, like you said you would.
Yeah.
I just used the phrase the Jade human satirically for no reason. It is just one of our many ways in which I'm becoming more multicultural.
Nice one. I'm laughing up a fucking storm.
Have you found her password system to be practical?
Don't even get me started on the password bullshit. So, okay, future Jade gives me some really mysterious thing to tell past Jade to make sure she does something she needs to do without explicitly giving herself the idea from the future. Which is dumb, but okay, I go along with it so she doesn't completely flip the fuck out at me. And then I get back to her in the future to say I did it. And what am I greeted with? Password! Password, 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 password. Password! You nubby, grumpy sack of ugly fuck. I want a password right now, where I will direct my cold laser hate stare through your bulge from behind my goofy-ass goggly girl glasses for lame, shitty sissies. Okay, I'm paraphrasing here. So, I give her the password, and she's like, wrong, I haven't given you that password yet, or you already gave me that password, or it's too early for it, or whatever. Find the right future me and give the password to. So I'm like, fuck. I respectfully submit this is new levels of stupidity and pointlessness that only stupid wigglers would enjoy while earnestly investigating their own genitals, but that's just my opinion. And then we spend way more time arguing about the password shit than anything constructive.
It sounds like you like her.
What? Where are you getting at?
Well, she is giving you a reason to be frustrated and loud. What more could you ask for in a friend? She's quite considerate, actually.
Okay, yes, I'll say she's a lot more decent than I gave her credit for originally. And somewhere in this mess, I guess a coherent plan is starting to emerge? I still can't determine exactly what it is because she's always so vague, but whatever. At least she actually seems to care about helping us with our problem, too. Which is more than I thought a human would do. And way more than I can say for a lot of these lousy self-absorbed fucks around here.
Do you think Terezi is aware of your interactions with her?
I don't know, probably?
I don't want to sound too meddlesome, because I know people don't like that much, but didn't you and she used to have a thing like that?
Man, why does everyone think we had a thing?
Well, didn't you?
The thing which may or may not have existed notwithstanding, what right would she have to be upset about me talking to Jade?
Maybe she thinks you are trying to make her jealous.
Oh, like she's not doing the same thing to me by talking to that pompous tool who's idiotically insecure about the color of his eyes, while hypocritically typing with his candy red text to drive the girls wild. What a fucking show-off! You just know he's doing it to annoy me. She was probably even putting on a little show for me, crying over his corpse. Like she really gives a shit.
Do you actually believe she was pretending?
Yeah, sure, I don't know.
Maybe you should try not to be so quick to dismiss the sincerity of people's emotions.
I guess you're right. Wow, I was being pretty fucking dumb just now. What a fucking idiot. Past me is always so terrible, even when I literally just finished being him.
I wasn't actually crying just now. I was exaggerating my reaction for effect.
Okay, you're going way too far with the multicultural shit. You need to take it down a peg.
Talk to Feferi and Solix. Crab snack!
Hey.
You're just in time. We are talking about serious feelings here. Solix has been feeling...
I don't give a fuck. Thank you. Hey, you are a true friend. Oh, fine.
So what reeled you over to the old pile?
Have any of you seen Gamzee? It's not like him to stray far from the horn pile. I'm getting kind of worried.
You are? Aw, that's so sweet!
Yeah. Ah, just where is he? I don't know, man. I've heard of nary a hunk out of him for a while.
Maybe something frightened him off into the lab? Why don't you go looking for him? We could help!
I would, but I can't. Gotta stay put. Keep the team together. I don't want you fuckers straying off either. You understand? Just stay in the pile and keep making everyone uncomfortable with your sappy bullshit. That's an order.
We were thinking of taking a nap, actually. You should too, Carp Catfish. It'll be great!
Why do you insist? Why do you keep insisting on ignoring the simple no sleeping rule? I made it perfectly. You know what? Fine. Just take your nap as long as you stay put.
I'm not allowed to teleport, I see. Gotta talk about everything.
Fuck.
Ooh, examine milk. It's not like Equius to leave a tall, refreshing glass of milk unshattered. What the hell is going on here? Where is everybody? Examine exploded computer. It looks like some douchebag's computer blew up. Whatever happened, it probably served him right. You got the matriorb. Talk to Karkat.
Man, where have you been? You weren't helping wandering off like... Holy shit, is that your new magic wand?
It's not magic, but we talked about this, Con.
Right, it's powered by science, I forgot. Or hope, whatever the fuck that means.
I don't fucking need this from you. I take enough shit as it is from the rest of you dirt scrapers. I thought you and me had a kind of pact or whatever.
Okay, fine, shut up, I apologize. I know it's tough being you.
Nobody gets it. I had a harder time than anybody with this game. It was really fucking unfair with what challenges I got saddled with. I would have fucking murdered for a land full of a lot of harmless brains and fire. But no, it was so lonely. Hey guys, anybody will want to come hang with me in the land of wrath and angels? Anybody at all? I know it isn't anything like one of your flippin' planet picnics. Anybody, please, I'll leave you and settle for the kitty cat ship of Cave Girl. But yeah, I guess being a solo player and saving her life wasn't goddamn enough. Had to be my most humiliating rejection yet.
Okay, but to be fair, I'm pretty sure she's still obsessed with me. It's a very unfortunate, very red, and very unrequited situation I've been trying to tiptoe around for a long time, okay? Her disinterest in your advance wasn't a reflection on you at all.
I've never seen this.
Come on, we talked about this.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, I don't know how you were expecting to make any sort of traction if you see her as the kitty cat shipper girl. She's a person with feelings, you raving douche.
I know, Car, it's not
even the point. I'm over that embarrassment. I'm just saying, well, where the fuck were you guys? I had to deal with those awful angels all by myself. Do you have any idea how hard those assholes are to kill? Like, at least a minute of sustained fire from only the most legendary weapon ever, and they were fast and angry as shit.
Yeah, we talked about that too. I really don't think you were supposed to be killing them, dude. I kept saying, I think they're like game constructs or something. They're there to serve some other game purpose, not for you to hunt down. They didn't even give you any grist, you idiot. That was your first clue.
Fine, well, whatever, but you're still missing the point. Well, where was everybody? Well, why are they avoiding me all the time?
They were too scared shitless to set foot on your planet for more than a second. Between a trigger-happy prince with a god weapon blasting anything that twitched and a million crazed angels he deliberately enraged, it wasn't what I'd call an ideal social hub. If you were lonely, why didn't you venture out more often?
Well, I would've, but nobody ever was volunteering to pick up the slack on angel killing duties.
Oh my fucking god, why don't you listen?
In any ways, I did leave eventually.
Leaving your planet to go duel with Solix isn't being sociable, you thick fuck!
No. Whatever. No. Okay. Speedrun.
You deserve getting your ass handed to you, because I warned you, and you didn't listen.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll see who's becoming the proud new recipient of whose ass now.
Look, just stay here for a while, okay? No more brooding in the lab, and absolutely no fucking dueling. Stay out of trouble.
You aren't about to leave. You just got here, and you have business to take care of. Examine Matriarch. Gotta help Kanaya out with this thing after your business is done here. Hope is your jurisdiction on this meteor. Talk to Kanaya. Kan, I've been meaning to thank you. For what? For all the training you did. I wouldn't be the incredible holy wizard I am now without your help. But I didn't even really train you. I just made you a wand. Yeah, well, that's all I needed, I guess. I just needed for someone to show a little faith in me, so I'm saying thanks. I owe ya. Okay, then, you're welcome. I hope you use your magnificent powers of light and hope for goodness and purity, and let's not forget science. Don't worry, I'm all over that shit. You don't even know. Fuck. I'm so good at life. Uh-oh, I hope that didn't come off as too sarcastic. What? The thing I just said. I didn't even realize how sarcastic I was being. It's starting to become a problem, I think. Please don't take too much offense. Haha, damn, Cam. If that's your idea of offense being made, then I honestly got a fucking word for you. Tell you what, I'll give you some lessons out in dealing out the dark umbrage to repay you for your tutelage in the white science. Sure. A little later, maybe. Hey, well, what are you doing anyway? Well, what's that thing there? The Matriarch. I was about to go hatch it in the core to restore our race. That sounds hopeful.
I hope it's hopeful.
You should have told me about this. If there's going to be any sort of hope for our race, as the Prince of Hope, I demand to be in Wallwood. So don't go anywhere without me, got it?
But... Fine.
I believe this will end it, so... Yeah!
Thrust. 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 This asshole only has one record. Man, where'd the hell that awesome clown go? I miss the other guy. At least he had some taste. Turn on air conditioning. Alright, that's enough of that. Talk to Feferi and Salix.
Oh, God, it's him. FF, can you tell him to go away? I don't even have the energy for this.
Hey, Finlith, this doesn't concern those with mustard sludge slipping through their veins. It's a matter for royalty only. So keep your mouth closed, or I'll slit you open over my next meal.
Whatever, bro. Not interested.
Aridon, please. I don't want to see any more dueling. Don't try to provoke him. It's not like I don't know what you're doing. You keep trying to spark a rivalry with him to get to auspicize between you two and pull us out of our quadrant. It is the oldest and lamest trick in the book. It didn't work then, and it won't work now.
That's an astonishing accusation. How could you say that? First, as if this scum is even worthy of a rivalry with me, and second, as if I'm not totally done with you, like I have told you repeatedly. All I want to do is have a word with you.
Okay, Aridon, we can talk, but only if you're planning on being civil.
That's what you never got, Beth. You and I are being civil, and by very virtue of the fact that we were talking now. We were royalty, you and I. We belong together. Even if it not that way, which I get you're not into, and that's fine. But we belong together as the ruling class, if nothing else. So I'm gonna ask you this one last time and give you the choice. I'm about to go. Please come with me.
Go with you? Aridon, you weren't really serious about going to find Jack, were you?
Of course I was. And we should do it together. You got nothing to fear. Now I reached new heights of power where no one else can dream of. Not even my thing with her garish orange swimsuit and her silly flappy wings and all her poppycock about luck, which everyone with a think pen knows to be the fakest fiction that ever failed to exist. This is the most hilarious thing I've ever heard. He made one of his fitty fake wands glow a little, and now he thinks he's a fairy god troll or something. Was that slander just... was that slander I just heard? I can't even tell. I tend to block out noise from filth whose blood is practically the complementary fucking color of mine.
He has a point, though, in that you may be overestimating your abilities. Jack Noir is insanely powerful, Aridon. Please, I don't want to see you do anything foolish by trying to fight him.
Fight him? Are you fucking nuts? I slaughtered enough angels to know my limits and where I stand against the Lord of all angels they prophesied. Of course I'm not gonna fight him. I stand no chance in hell against that guy. I'm going to join him.
You're what?
And you're gonna join me in joining him too. Come on, Theth, come on, let's go. Okay, that's it. He's lost it.
No, I am not, and you aren't either. That is glubbing insane. I thought you were supposed to be the Prince of Hope? How is it hopeful to surrender to a murderous demon like a coward?
As the Prince of Hope, I'm uniquely qualified to recognize when all hope is lost. And I'm telling you, there is no hope, not even a little bit. Only thing left to do is sow him and hope he spares us. And I'm extended the invitation to come with me, because even though you don't think so, I really do care about you. So when under Jack together, we will be unstoppable, and our anemones will tremble before us. And what do you say?
No! You have lost all right to use fish puns forever. I revoke your fish punning license, as well as our friendship.
Don't take that tune of voice with me, princess.
What the fuck did I just say? That's it. This makes me sad, Eridon, but now we have to stop you. We can't let you find Jack and can't risk you leading him to us.
So that's how it is it? She's right, man. Can't believe this. I was looking forward to a nap, too. I could have killed you on Lobot when I had the chance. Oh well, guess it's only fitting I'd take you down in round 2. You ready, Prince? Bring it, mage. Round 2. Strike! E equals MC squared. KO'd. You son of a bitch. Dead. Honk, 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 honk. Hope'splode. Dead. Are you next? Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. A blah, a blah. I'm going to suck your blood, dude.
Yeah!
Dudley Firearms. Shoot, 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 shoot. Are you next? Are you next? Are you next? Alright, what's next is that this is the end of the stream. Thank you for coming. This one was kind of a long one, but I guess not really. That's about the same time I normally go anyways. Love you too. Alright.
I will see you all next week. And thank you for coming. Can't wait to begin Horror Stuck next week. Honk.